Hello.
My name is Elder Price. And
I'm here to tell you about this most amazing book. It's called The Book of Pathfinder. It's still in first edition. There was no second. Hello.
Oh, he changed it to... Okay, I know how to set it up now.
Oh, okay, good. We never have back. We're at 1.26 subscribers.
We are.
That's nice. That happened when I was not looking.
Hooray.
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 Hooray. Hello, Tipsular. Hello, Lord Sathian. Hello, Rusty. How are things over here in sunny and still very fucking cold Canada?
Hello. My name is Elder.
We're doing really well, actually. We're between streams.
We are.
Oh, that's a weird first. We got a lot of interesting news, which can't be announced yet.
Yes, we're working on it.
Yeah.
It's under wraps.
It's under wraps, but...
Nice new desk.
Nice new desk. This is one we had last time. We swapped it up. First of all, announcements.
Yes.
Right? Next week will be the D20 Live Gundam. Ooh.
Nope.
Shadow Crown has hosted us.
Hey!
Hello! So, next week we will be having finally a D20 Live Gundam stream with special guest Dr. Terawatt and Vangelis. And Sam, you'll be playing on that because you insisted.
I insisted. Because giant robots.
Yep.
Nerds!
Giant robots!
You have a tank. That's worse. You have a real world tank. It is worse. Shut up.
This is the closest we're getting to Mecha in, like, forever.
Yeah, right. Give it a week in Geeks.
When the geeks get in power.
Yeah, we will make giant robots happen. Like last crash stream, I was looking at this. So, and Terra Death is excited. Yet, however, I will probably be holding the Spirit of Gundam under the water until it stops kicking, as evident of the plot I've written for it. So, on top of that, after that on this Saturday will be the new episode of Ravenloft.
Yep.
After that, I'm trying to think what else. And then it'll be we'll have a weekend off to relax when that episode goes public. We should be getting a new tutorial up for the next game that comes up in March. We got to double check what we're doing for March, though. So we're not going to announce that just yet. But it'll probably be Cyberpunk the way things are
How
going.
much gunplay today? None!
None! Actually, this is Super Mini Plot.
Super Mini Plot.
And Dave's brought a tank. Dave, what tank did you bring today? Oh, as always, D20 Live is not for children. So as always, fuck. And I need to use fuck as a verb.
Fuck the fucking fuckers.
There we go, we're done.
So, if you want to switch to top-down view, Sam, I don't know which way.
That way, you got it.
Do I got it? Yep. So, I'm building the Canadian real-world current MBT, which is, the German MBT. We lease these to own. We own them when they explode.
Really?
Which, surprisingly enough, doesn't happen often.
Yeah, for those of you expecting a very authentic to the spirit of Gundam, it will be authentic to the mythology of Gundam. Very authentic. But the spirit of it will be held under the water and beaten until it's dead, because quite frankly I wanted to have fun. Like Sam, you've gotten bits of it.
Yes.
And I don't think there's anything true you see in that spiritually at all.
I've taken up a quarter of the screen.
You can just move your box off, you know that, right?
And I
True, but
today
I'm not using that corner of the table.
we'll be finishing up Geki Ryujin from last time.
Yep.
Because I have to finish...
It's upside down, babe.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's right set up.
Oh, it is right set up. It's just...
I was correct.
It's just, Japanese.
It's Japanese.
Who
You
can
can't
read
see
that? I can't read that.
So, and of course, I will be continuing working on the Genetic Gao Geiger.
Because Mike
I
has like 6 of them to do.
Yes, let's get the keyboard and mouse out of the way. Whoop.
Here.
Well, that's off, so I don't accidentally hit a button.
Everything is fine.
So yeah, that was my slowly delivered announcements because I'm clearly half awake. Because I've been going back to back on shifts at work. Okay, so let's see here. What am I doing for
job?
Yeah. Let's see here.
So yeah, this is 135 scale.
I guess I should say this. One thing I've been given permission to announce.
Yep. Poop.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
There will be a Con Bravo this year.
Yes. There will
we
be
have
a Con
spoken-
Bravo this
We
year.
have spoken to convention staff. Con Bravo will be happening this year, but there have been some major changes to it, and that is all I am allowed to say at this time. I was permitted to say more, but I said, you know what? No, you don't want me to say more.
There will be a Con Bravo, so keep a lookout.
Dave, you got a question.
What? Shoot.
Does the tank model snap together, or does it require glue?
That is a good question. I don't read Japanese, so we'll find out.
Together?
We'll find out together as a family.
There.
Just getting my gear out. The nippers, my knife, my sanding sticks.
Which timeline of the Gundam is it?
You see, it will be Universal Century. You will see other timelines come in. And as we go through, you'll realize, wow, yeah, he is really holding down the spirit of Gundam and waiting until it stops kicking.
You know what's really
But
funny?
you know what? I still will have done less damage than some other people have done to Gundam. Looking at you, G Savior. Looking at you.
You want to see something funny? Here, read this. These aren't decals.
And what are they?
They're ration boxes.
Oh, Jesus.
This model comes with
Ration boxes.
papercraft ration boxes to put on the back of the
Century.
tank.
Yeah, Universal Century, 1 year war just after the Battle of Jaburo. For those of you wondering.
It also comes with metal parts. Look,
Oh,
grills.
wow, those are metal parts. I thought those were decals.
Nope. Metal parts.
Yeah.
2E
Clear parts.
and 2J.
And what's even better is that the tank kit comes with the original Leopard 2 turret. Because everything else is building on top of it.
Why the mini MREs?
Realism.
Realism.
Yeah, because tanks totally contain food. It's Meals on Wheels.
Meals on treads.
Meals on Wheels got really intense during the Cold War.
I was GMing and things got really
Snacks
intense.
on tracks!
Oh!
Sam, you win! Look at this. Look
I
at
am
this. Wobbly.
Yeah. Friggin' what the fuck are you doing with your tank treads? But yeah, Shadow Kern was incredibly helpful with assisting me in making sure I had my canon straight about what events were happening at what time during the 1 year war. And I have emphatically told him, dude, this is not going to be at all true to the spirit of Gundam. The letter of Gundam.
Have you looked at Monty Cook's cipher system?
I have, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
There you go.
Because I've tried. I have tried to like it. I've even played in it. And I've played in it with some lovely people. But the system itself, I hate it with a passion. Because the conversion from stats, because you have base stats in that thing, but you don't use them as modifiers. You can spend them for dice rolls. And the conversion rate, and the fact that there's no consistent conversion rating on that, pisses me off to no end. But then again, I have issues with Monty Cook as a whole because of the fact that recently Monty Cook released a safety manual for safe playing tabletop. That's not the part I have a problem with. The problem is everything in that manual comes from a different source online that someone else made, and none of them are cited in any way. Like, I grant you it's a free one, but it's quite clear this was a cut and paste job, and no one who came up with any of those tools that I've seen elsewhere in the community were cited, and that's not a good thing to me. Oh, I cut a piece out way too early.
Is this yours?
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm trying to...
No, I didn't know if I pulled something out early.
I need A8.
So many
The whole chat went really quiet when I went on that power rant. That's not really a power rant, though. That's just me talking amicably.
Yeah, it's not like you're really...
I'm like, I just disagree with it.
Yeah,
I'm not like, go fuck Monty Cook and all that business.
You did say I hate it, so...
I do hate it, but like I said it calmly, not like, I hate it. It gives me the anger.
It's not like me.
It gives me the angers.
It's not like me. I hate it!
I was just curious to hear Mike speak from experience. Yeah, like, if someone out there, like, keep in mind though, guys, if the rules, you know me very well, if the rules are not up front about how things are done within a relatively efficient manner, I get very fussy.
So all
the
fuzzy.
Well, because both you, Dave, you and Sam can attribute to the fact that when I don't get a game's rules right away, I get pissed.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why is it more complicated than that? Why would you just do a simpler way of design to make your life easier? I recently got my Blu-ray drive to work properly on my desktop, holding a super first copy of Shada.
Shada.
I think Shada.
Hey, Shada.
That is so not it.
What?
That's so not even close to what it's referring to.
Oh my god, you guys. This comes with the deep fording kit.
Wait a second, there's no way you guys can handle this monster. I'm going to downgrade it. Yeah. See, Secretly on the page or not. Shadow's a Doctor Who episode, so I thought. I found the Death Battle is doing TMNT versus Power Rangers. I'm going to skip this episode because I don't know how the Power Rangers power source works. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, if you ever do a Gundam game, will it be GURPS? If I do a Gundam game, I'm going to do Battle Century G.
We're doing a Gundam game.
Yeah.
We're doing one now.
It's coming. It's
like
coming.
literally next week.
It's next week. That's literally what I'm doing.
Sam, we need more of you playing Super Robot Wars. We'll get back to that. Don't worry.
Yeah, we are honestly looking at making just a gaming channel for D20 Live, for the crew, for myself and Sam to play. Hello, Geki. Who's saying hi, as well as to...
But yeah, that way, if we do... Because that way, it'll be a lot easier when Mike and I move in together.
Yeah.
But
still working on that.
We're still working.
We're trying to find a nice apartment.
Yeah,
we're
trying to find someplace that's actually big enough for the two of us, but also being cheap enough so that way we don't break the bank.
Yeah.
Because also we are saving up for our wedding.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money.
Yes. Thank you very much, Shadow Chrome, for helping me with that and answering my insane questions when he would go on very long and very perfectly detailed explanations. Like, great, shut up. I need to.
What can I fix?
I need to shut up. I need this question answered. No, I know, because he's trying to share his love of the thing with me. And I'm like, no, shut up for a second, man. I got more questions. Will there be a tutorial for the Gundam game? Yes, it has been edited. It is currently on Patreon right now. You can subscribe. Oh, I almost cut my fingernail off.
Oh,
you can currently join Patreon at the $5 tier and have access to it. And then it will come up, I believe, Friday morning for the public.
Yes.
That is, however, Sam's editing game got so good for that tutorial, we may have to completely revamp the tutorials, because doing it on my couch in that corner is not really conducive.
Mike, because the thing is, I came up with a joke, and Mike was like, that's too good of a joke for this review. For this
tutorial, yeah.
It's like, how do, we need to change all our things now, and I'm like...
Everything has to be better now.
I'm like, shit.
What have you done?
To be fair, we did come up with another idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to share it, Mike.
No, I don't want to share it, because we may just do 2 versions of the same tutorial.
But it'll be funny.
And we'll do, here's the real one and the really experimental one. So, Big Mike, we have another Legion RPG Discord game, and Jack is going to run something soon. Oh, good! Shadowcrown, why are you telling me this on stream? Why don't you just message me? You're one of my mods, dude. You can keep me updated like this.
But it's so much fun to see how you react online.
Okay. Is it? Do any of you know that song at all?
No.
Do either of you, Jack? Literally the song.
Crunchy!
I need an adult. I'm an adult. Ah!
No. I hear you making out with your boyfriend.
We're going to run Dragonist. I'm DMing that. Jack wants to run a drop-in, drop-out Deathwatch game. Oh. Okay. Wow. This is very interesting how this comes together.
This tank actually comes with the fucking snorkel.
Yeah, they all... He knows what the opening is. He's just very bad at singing it. We're going to run Dragon Heist. I'm DMing that, and Jack wants to run a drop-in, drop-out Deathwatch game. Interesting. Is this an invitation for me to play? Because I will be a complete bastard as I play. I'm not going to lie. I will come in there and be like, cool, where the bitches and hoes at?
Where the white women at?
Because you all will be subjected to how I play on my downtime. And as these guys can attest, me on my downtime, I am a carnival funhouse of madness.
Of sadness.
I think my Miami Vice game is the closest I've the fans have ever seen to me how I play normally. If I finish one of my fantasy game, I'm trying to run that down the road. Good. It's nice to see the community's running games. The mods are running games. All two of you. Okay.
So, yeah.
Weirdly crooked. I'm making everyone in strange aeons feel things. I do that all the time with Nauticus, dude. It's not that big a deal. Relax.
You reach us out to be trusted someone. Woo!
Kron, do you want just Nauticus to show up in strange aeons?
I touched him.
The hell kind of a handy was that? I swear to God, what was this? I make them feel bad. Oh. I wish we could have stayed with the Strange Aeons game. Is that what you want, Shadowcrown? Do you want me just to show up as Nauticus and just to add some levity to your game?
Oh.
I'm going to sleep with the entire party. Y'all are going to lose your insanity problems. That's not how this game works, Mike. I run this entire ship! I am your leader's id. You got it. Alright. Okay. There's something about how this fits together that does not sit right with me visually. Babe, would you take a look at it?
I need to drill holes? Do I need a jeweler's drill?
Do you have to drill holes?
Maybe.
Let's see.
Here. Lower hole. Make hole.
Yeah, dude, you have to drill a hole.
Oh, I don't have a jeweler's drill.
You have a Dremel, don't you?
Yeah, but the drill bits are a little big for that.
I think this might be how it goes, babe.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you can see why it doesn't look flush.
No,
right?
I get it.
But it fits really nicely. Like, maybe, let me pull it free. Let me see if I can. With both exactly and yet at the same time.
I need to put the stickers on, otherwise I'll forget to put the stickers on.
Okay, Terror of Death is just singing the Dragon Ball Z theme.
Chowda. Hey, Chowda.
I recently got Lamentation of the Flame Princess. I'm not sure which material I can use with any suggestions. I've only known Lamentations of the Flame Princess by reputation. Honestly, I've not dabbled enough in that to really give solid advice. What?
I forgot to send my stuff to Scott.
For what?
For Vampire.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to try and,
Oh, make the storylines mesh
a little.
Yeah, because you're both... Oh, so you both are going to be in the same world?
Yeah, it'll be in the same universe.
Okay. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you, Restream.
Cool.
What an odd...
Is that an achievement?
Is that an achievement? How did I figure out how to set forces opening as my ringtone? Nice. Mosferat, now they're just... Has Lord Nauticus ever met Q? Briefly, it didn't... Has Lord Nauticus ever met Q from the Q Continuum? Does that make sense? I feel like they wouldn't get on very well. Or they would at first. Like, I'm assuming John, the original.
Yeah. He was singing the Kamen Rider Gaim theme?
I'm sorry, Terror of Death.
Wait, how did you get that wrong?
I literally saw it go by real fast. And I'm paying attention to this. Yeah, no, I don't think that fits together the other way.
Just leave home.
I'll repeat myself. Sam runs this ship and you know it, Mike. Uh-huh. Cling to that. Cling to that.
It is the life preserver that will see you through the ire of Mike.
Cling to that belief.
Did I run this ship?
Does an awful lot.
She does a lot. This ship is irreplaceable without her, but I run it. And Sam, when I have had bad days, has been very good of taking care of things for me, for which I am nothing but grateful. But this is my show, and I have to take ownership of that.
We joke about me running the ship.
Yeah. But this is my operation, and I have to take ownership of that.
I literally... If Mike weren't here, then Sam is our eternal queen and goddess. I feel like we've really...
So I've recently been reading the 1D4 Chan's article on Al Qadim setting, and the body jacking Yaxman is not something I was expecting. That's the thing. The problem is, in the tabletop world, there's no one being honest. It sucks that you have to go to 1D4 Chan in any capacity to hear about things, because they summarize things so fucking well. Because they turn around and be like, yeah, this person did this thing, it was shitty, here's the 10 different opinions about it, and now we move on to the next argument, right? Although they get their dick in a snit about weird things sometimes if you pay attention to it.
Oh yeah, for those of you who are wondering, Mike has generously helped me get the last of my Transformers collection. It will be here soon.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Because I was only missing an RC. Because I got all of the female Transformers that I wanted. So the only one that I was missing was RC. And the one RC that I wanted, because there are a bunch of RCs that are out there, but there was only one that I actually wanted. I couldn't find her because of the fact that she was just so damn expensive on Amazon. And every time I always looked to try and find her, she just wasn't available. So, but we found her for sale on Big Bad Toy Store for like 20, what was it? Like 25 bucks. US. And she had another Transformer with her, which I already have that Chromia actually. So now I'll have two Chromias, but I'm going to sell the other one. But yeah. Sam, did you get that female Ashoka Tano crossover Transformer? No, I did not. Mostly because I don't think it was actually for sale. Was it?
She was.
She was?
Oh. It's like way back when.
Oh, yeah.
Before you and I were really dating, when the Star Wars Transformers were a thing.
Yeah, so she wasn't on sale when I found her.
Yeah.
So
like, you can still find her here and there if you really want to find her, but I don't think you're a huge Ahsoka Tano fan.
Not really.
I imagine you would be as soon as you met this girl.
Probably.
You'd be like, there's a Transformer of her? No! In that key voice you do. Yeah, see, there it is. There you go, babe, proving me right. I imagine, like, as soon as you get to know this chick, this female character, in any capacity, you'd become very fond of her.
Probably.
But you've not really seen Tano in any...
To be fair, I really want a figurine of the Gunbuster.
I know you do. That's expensive, though.
I know it's expensive, but, like, if I could... Oh, do you think there's a mini-plot of the Gunbuster?
I don't know.
Because that would be really fucking fly.
Are you talking about Gunbuster Machine 0? Or 1 and 2?
Yeah, she just finally watched Gunbuster.
Boy.
Actually, I finally watched all of it, too.
How did you like that?
She screamed at Hideki Anno the entire time.
I was so mad. Because I love Noriko. I love Noriko so much. She's like everything that I've ever wanted out of a female, like, super robot pilot. And the fact that Anno fucking always throws out her tits for some strange fucking
reasons.
It's a show watched by guys, babe.
Yes,
not to be that dude, but
still, it's just like he's like, boobs, and I'm like,
Suddenly.
stop.
Suddenly Noriko's tits, and they go with the flappa thing too, and I'm like, guys, come on.
That was old gun X.
Jesus.
They were into the flappa.
And I love Noriko so much. She's so good.
Are
you talking about
short hair?
Generation 13th Anniversary version of RC? Which one was the one we got?
Thrilling 30.
Yeah, Rolling 30. So
Thrilling 30.
Sorry, Thrilling 30. Mike, the accepted canon is that you moved your dice curse onto him during the game and you're laughing while it happened.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Big Bad Toy Store has an Aim for the Top Axe Gunbuster 1000 scale model kit for $85.
Thanks, Sathian. She was done.
Oh, once ever done.
No, I wasn't done yet because I still have to get Volfog.
Volfog, yeah, I know.
Right.
You have one last.
I have one last mini plot
to get, and it's Big Volfog.
Right, because we pre-ordered 10 Ryujin, and we just bought Mike and Volfog the set. Mm-hmm. So all I needed was Big Volfog, and now it's Gunbuster. They're like, look, Gunbuster!
Yep. Now, have you seen Diebuster?
No, not yet.
She hasn't yet.
Okay, that's, oh man, that's good times.
Yeah, I heard, so...
It's because it's pretty much just hot blood and guts the whole time, right?
Yes, and I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it.
That's good times.
But also for Jack's Deathwatch game, we have voice changers for all the Space and Beast.
Okay, can you guys teach me can someone teach me how to do the voice changes? Because I kind of want to do that next time we do Deathwatch.
I can do it on the board.
You can get an app for your phone.
So we do it during like the Deathwatch stream.
Oh. No, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Because we talk through Discord. Don't forget Goldie Mark.
I have
Dad.
I have
Fix your
Goldie Mark.
space bar. Fix your caps lock, dude.
We do have Goldie Mark.
Yeah.
We have Goldie Margo already. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He's here. We have him already. Hang on. I'll go get the box. I'll show you.
Here we go.
He exists here. Ow!
You okay?
Oh no!
You alright, babe? I
His
heard that.
couch
His couch is hard.
mean.
His couch is mean. I love you.
I love you too.
Did they ever make toys of Sangar's Daigengar? They did. Unfortunately, the one they made was the... there's two. There's a model kit of him, which is not great. And there's one made by Soul of Chikokin. The Soul of Chikokin comes with the Austinizer, which, for those of you who know that combination, is really fucking cool. And yes, it looks great.
See? I got him. I got Goldie Marg.
Nice.
He also comes with,
Nice.
He also comes with, I think it was the jetpack?
The Stealth 2.
Yeah, the Stealth Gal and, the screwdriver. I can't remember it right now. My brain is dying.
Do you want me to remind you what
No,
it's called?
No, hang on, I got it.
Because one's called the Dividing Driver. What's that one called?
Uniting?
No.
Gatling Driver.
Oh, Gatling Driver. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
She's the hardcore fan. But yeah.
You're the hardcore Galgagger fan that I just happened to apprehend that title.
Yes, you did.
You're very upset.
I am very upset. But yeah,
Screwing. I remembered Stealth Gal, though.
Yeah.
I was very happy about that.
So going back to what I was said, there was a Soul of Chogokin Daigengar that was $300 when it came out. And in my haste I went to get it from my local shop down here in Toronto, which if you know anime shops, you know exactly what shop I went to. Anime Extreme. And they had literally sold out before I got there. I know. And I was heartbroken. I'm like, what do you got? And they're like, we don't have it. I'm like, please have it. And they were like, sorry, man.
They looked at you and were like,
Sorry, man. Which is a big piss off because the Soul of Chogokin Galgeiger, the Soul of Chogokin Galgeiger has been sitting there
since the inception.
since it came out. It has not been bought by anybody. Fucking hell! Come on.
I love you.
It has not been bought by anybody. Much to my absolute anger, it's like it's mocking me.
It's like $500 though.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking expensive.
Part of me wants to try and run a Pathfinder 2e game, but I would have to wait until the GM guide comes out, which why we have to wait till March. I believe it will be released. We'll never know.
Wait, why the hell
I know I'm
does
intrigued.
Pathfinder need a GM guide? What?
Is it
Pathfinder
like
second edition?
Lord Later is it like $500? Yes, it's $500.
Why would Pathfinder 2e need a GM guide?
Yeah. I rarely use the GM guide I have now for first edition. I just use it for the only rule I use.
The thing is, you don't need it to run Pathfinder.
Don't you?
No.
You need a bestiary.
Unless you just, go online.
For monsters?
Yeah, to the PFS.
So that is a no on my queue then. What was Rusty asking?
If he has ever met Q.
Nauticus, I would say no for now. But that can always change. If I can think of a funny joke about it, then yeah.
Some people think they need it to run, especially first-timer GMs.
Oh, there's your answer.
Yeah.
I have the bestiary. I have to get the bestiary, but I like the physical books on person. I like to read through it on things, Dave.
There you go. Got your answer.
Okay.
There's people who like
Stand corrected.
There's people who like a good GM guide who don't want it just to be at the back of a fucking book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, why would that not pop in?
Can a rigger build a Terminator like Android to control it during runs in Shadowrun? Was my question.
I do not know. I'm not well versed enough in Shadowrun to faithfully and safely answer that question in a way that would satisfy me personally.
This is delightful.
Um,
It's actually got the original. Is it on camera? Yes. The model kit actually has the original Leopard 2 turret housing, the original armor and plating that all the after upgrade kits build on top of. So that's really cool.
They're hearing the buzzing from the washing machine.
Oh, I
Damn
see.
you, washing machine!
Yeah, that's my washing machine, guys. Sorry.
We had to do laundry today.
I am a mortal man who washes his clothes like anybody else.
We couldn't
Ew.
wait.
Fungus.
There was an issue. we needed fixed.
What are your thoughts on XP per gold find rules for which system? Otaku Cat.
Yeah. Well, we did use Don John the other day.
Yeah, that was funny. That's
You
because
know how much erotic art was in the Dragon Sword?
So I was using Don John for Pathfinder First Edition for the amount of gold they found.
There was a lot of porn in it.
So there were a lot of statues and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm bored describing this stuff, so I'll just make it all smutty. And marble statues worth 80 gold pieces were of erotic art, and there were a lot of them. So yeah.
Yeah, the turns out the hordes of Dracoliths,
Really like porn.
yeah, or they're just undiscerning. Look, gold statuettes of lesser beings.
You know, you want the soul of
Fuckerating.
Cow Geiger Mike, just buy it.
Just buy it. It's calling to you. Yeah, we know that.
How long were Jordan's notes for the last game? Jordan's notes were considerable. They're also up on the Patreon right now. I'll double, but they'll be going live at 5 o'clock today after the stream wraps.
They still are not as long as my Persona notes.
Nothing's as long as your Persona notes, babe.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Don't apologize. That wasn't a slight against you, babe. Can I get your help, please? I can't get this piece on because I'm a greasy Italian.
God,
I can say that I'm Italian now, because it's this has to push into this spot in this orientation, and I can't get it.
Okay, so wait, at this spot?
No. See this long slot right here?
Oh, it has to go there. Okay, all right.
But I am greasy. No, not in that direction. The other way around. Yeah, like that. I remember D&D's 2nd edition D&D had class-derived XP bonuses, and I didn't use them because I didn't like my players being at different XP tallies. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. That's why they fixed it.
Look,
This is the correct way, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, look, they have a functioning driver hatch.
Jesus. Not bad, man. How long are your notes, Sam?
A lot of detail in here. Bigly.
They're not finished yet, and they're only 25 pages long. Only.
Wait, 25? My notes for Ravenloft are 60.
Yeah. I only have the first 2 episodes done.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you forget.
What was that, Dave?
What?
What was that?
Are you story topping?
Yeah.
Like, you have finished Ravenloft. I have not finished Persona.
That was biblical. We're done filming that.
Sam,
too.
have you played Persona 2Q yet? No, I have not. Because I haven't gotten through 1 yet. I can't seem to get this in.
You see what I mean?
It's not because you're a greasy Italian. It's because...
Thank you. So
It's difficult.
It's always nice to have my disabilities not pointed out. Only 25. Damn, that's more than I could do with the same amount of time. Good job, Sam. Lord Sathian is complaining about these 2nd edition XP rules.
I don't know them. I don't care to know them.
Yeah, I haven't, because we haven't been able to film the first 2 episodes yet of Persona yet.
We will. Everyone confirmed.
Now. But,
Oh, loud.
yeah, because what happened was that, unfortunately, the snow
Everything.
ruined everything. So, I really can't get this in. I'm really sorry, babe. Because the problem is that these parts are in the way and I can't grip it properly.
Right? Because they say put them in beforehand, but I'm almost tempted just to take them out.
Can you do that?
Yeah, give me a second. I just got to wiggle it out.
Chowder.
So,
hey, chowder. Do chowder. Chowder time. It's chowder.
But
yeah, no. So it's, I think, no, wait, hang on. No, it jumped up to 30 pages because I added stuff in. But that's all just for backup rules. It's not even for the actual, no. I can't wait to see what you do, Sam. Oh, I hope it'll be good.
I'm sure it will.
It'll be good. I am sure it'll be good.
Sam is a creative person.
She is a creative person. I mean, knowing what I do with the notes. I'm just trying to hurry up. What is the system you are using again for Gundam, or do I need to wait for the tutorial? For the 1000th time, it's Battle Century G. I literally did a promo of this on the social media last Friday, saying it's Battle Century G. I don't know why people aren't getting it. It's not Mechton. I said there were 2 systems. I've talked about this for months now, right?
Oh.
Thanks, Dave.
Sam, did you know that Persona Q2 lets you play as P3's Femc? Did I? Did I know that, hon?
Yeah, she
did I not scream that from the heavens?
From the heavens. It was very loud. She did a highway.
And you were so annoyed with the fact that I had screamed it, and you're like, babe, calm down. And I'm like, but the female!
Yeah. Just like, I exist. You realize she got precedence over the protagonist of Persona 1 and 2, right?
Yep. Well, to be fair, technically, Persona 1 and 2's protagonists don't exist anymore.
You say that, but you know it's at some point they're going to bring them back in when they do a re-release.
I know. Technically, canonically, they don't exist as Persona users anymore because of the fact of everything that happened in Persona 2.
Come on, get in there.
Chowder.
Just fucking get in there.
Hey, Chowder.
Just stop singing that already!
I can't, it's my brain.
Slap you on the boob.
Oh, I went through my Kung Fu movie collection. I finally saw House of Flying Daggers. Pretty good Kung Fu movie with a surprisingly well-done romance.
Okay.
So I am thinking that I will need to run an SWRPG to do what I want with it. The thing holding me back, getting my act together, and my apprehension at running a game.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's always the major...
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try prying this whole piece out, because...
Hey.
I'd give some sort of advice or witty repartee, but I suffer from it too.
Yeah. I'm stuck at this one piece, and I cannot get past.
I should really take out all the sprues and just be like, that way I can find it easier.
That would be a good idea, yes.
I could do that.
I am disassembling this entire fucking thing just so I can get this goddamn piece on.
You kind of turned into Mickey Mouse a little bit, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
Persona 1 and 2 are the only games officially cross over in the timeline.
Yeah.
Technically? Both Persona 2s? Yes, technically. Because of the fact that Persona 2 Innocent Sin... because of the fact that Persona 2 Innocent Sin directly connects to Persona 1, and then Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is technically a reboot of the timeline. And then the subsequent problems that happen because of that.
Okay. I have now disassembled this so much that there is no way I cannot get this fucking piece on!
I love you.
Me too. Fuck you, come on. Alright. There we go. Stay.
But yeah. I believe in you, Mike.
Someone
I believe in a thing called love.
So yeah, because what happens in Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is the fact that in Persona 2 Innocent Sin, yes, they made 2 Persona 2s. Because it's Persona 2 Innocent Sin.
Oh, fuck
first,
you!
And then it's Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. What happens in Innocent Sin is that while fighting Hitler, the protagonists... The protagonists end up fighting Nyarlathotep, at which point one of the main characters dies. And they decided, you know what, at this point we need to fix this because we don't want her to die. So they asked Philomenon, can you bring her back to life? At which point he goes, I can, but it's going to reset the entire timeline and you guys are going to forget what's happening. At which point... they go, yes, do it! We need to bring her back to life!
Power of friendship, guys! And I was like, alright!
And then he did it, and then Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, the entire reason why it's happening is because of the fact that the main character from the last game, Tetsuya, doesn't want to fucking forget what happened in the first game. He's just like, no, I refuse. And we're like, Tetsuya, this entire thing is happening because you refuse to forget. And he goes, no, but I love her! I need to make sure that she's safe! And I don't want to forget her! And then they go, but Tetsuya, the world's gonna explode. And he goes, okay, fine. And then forgets her. And then everything ends up fine anyway.
Okay, fine.
Which Persona game was alluded to in the MMO social link of Persona 3? Or was that just an SMT game? Oh, that was Persona 2. Persona 2 is referenced in the MMO social link, because they reference Tetsuya and Maya. Tetsuya is the main character's name from Innocent Sin. Maya is the main character's name from Eternal Punishment. Ow, this reminds me, I gotta find out when Shin Megami Tensei 5 comes out for my Shin Megami Tensei collection. Oh, yeah. Soon.
Spoon.
Mike is starting to sound like Robin Williams' version of Mickey Mouse.
Thanks, guys. All right.
The thing I have a problem with the notes is that I have a really good memory, so I tend to not take notes. Yeah, Ian, I did that too, but the problem was that I needed the notes so that way I could actually give them to Mike, as opposed to just plop my brain out in front of him and go, there you go.
Oh, finally!
Sam, you need to play Persona 5 Scramble and Rolly.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I could, but...
You know I'm going to get it, right?
I know you're going to get it.
So I kind of want to play it.
I know you want to play it.
Okay, I have to reassemble this entire piece now.
I'll get it when Mike decides to get it. How's the tank coming along?
It is coming along. Right now I'm doing a lot of dry fitting. So, they actually have the upgraded armor plates that you have to add on that look crazy.
No, I got this the right way.
But
Yeah,
here, let's take a look.
Right?
So, I haven't glued anything together yet, but the turret does swivel, and it has a weird locking in system where there's tabs on the bottom of the turret ring that slide into the into notches in the there we go. Into the top of the tank hull. And keep it in place.
I meant royal. Oh, we're going to get royal.
You already have Royal pre-ordered.
We had it pre-ordered,
Who
but...
gets to play it first is the question.
It comes apart seamlessly?
I would like to play it first, but what I would like to do is I'd like to stream it.
Oh, you playing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that way people can actually understand what I do when I play.
Did you want to do that on Thursday nights when you come down?
Maybe.
Because you come down Thursday nights.
I do come down Thursday nights. Well, we'll see when we actually get the game.
Yeah. That was so much easier that way. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
Yeah.
See that? You can't see it because it sucks, but it's all black and horrible.
It's like the John Candy horror 3D thing.
Trying to explain 20 years Canada of a JRPG. That's crazy conspiracy meme.
Yeah. Pepe Silva.
Alright. That's not the correct one.
Okay.
But yeah, if
Where
you
is it?
cut a bunch of shit off of this tank, this model kit, you could actually end up with the Leopard 2 base original tank.
Is that the one with the tomahawks?
What?
What's the
Is
one?
that the one with the tomahawks? Just kidding.
Which one?
Your
Who?
tank.
My tank?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck, I put it in upside. How did I put it in
It
upside
does have a German shield on the bumper, though. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so you go like this.
Copy that.
Okay. I got the fucking head attached. My fingers are killing me. Okay. Alright, that's done. And then I put the seal plates over it. So now I gotta put the wings on.
And then you'll finally be done.
But yeah,
This
there's two
fucking
notches
part.
Glider
in
cow?
the bottom of the
This is Gadget Cow.
Gadget cow.
turret housing.
Oh, gadget the cow. Yeah,
here and
right.
here that allow the tank hull driver to get out of the tank when the tank turret is facing forward and facing backwards, so that the tank driver can drive the tank backwards effectively, or when the turret is facing backwards, which is neat. Oh, expose knife. Yeah, there we go. Put that away.
Okay, babe.
Look at that.
But yeah, if you guys want to see something funny,
A moment.
look up a video of the Leopard 2 tank doing what's called deep fording. They put this weird commander's cupula snorkel thing on the top of the tank so that he can direct the tank where it's going, and then the entire tank submerges. Entirely. It's really quite neat. You could drive these tanks under in a relatively shallow river without coming up for air. And you just see this guy riding around in what looks like the top of a straw. It's one of the funniest things I've seen. And it's great for shallow rivers, but if that goes under, oh boy.
Okay, Sam?
Pipe fell down.
Oh no.
Oh god.
There's a little flip. A little flippy flap. How effective is that?
Is what?
The sub-tank.
Oh, the sub-tank? Depends on how deep the river is. But the entire tank can go completely submerged and go across a river. Otherwise, they have to find a bridging point or a shallow ford. Yeah, it's called deep wading.
Ah.
Deep wading. That's the one.
I am never going to put this model kit together.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
I believe you.
There's
some...
Going back to your MREs thing, Dave, yeah. I have to confess, I've recently had a weird guilty pleasure for watching MRE videos on YouTube.
Oh, like reviews? Of,
MREs.
I gotcha.
And it's weird to kind of note. I've learned, I don't know, now I have this weird insight knowledge now about the quality of certain MREs in the American military. Specifically, that if you have the cheddar jalapeno spread, you have basically something worth its weight in gold in trade value.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say you've legitimately just eaten napalm.
No.
All right, so here's a picture of the snorkel on the top of a tank doing a deep wading. And it is funny as hell. So, here, for you guys.
See, the problem is, I thought the snorkel... That's the dude. That's just a dude in a tube.
Yeah.
That's a tube.
Yeah. When the tank's underwater, it looks like a drinking straw.
It's a dude in a tube?
It's a dude in a tube.
Hey, Mike.
This model kit comes with it.
Sam, this is a question for you more than it's for me.
Did they ever make a super mini plus version of the female symmetrical docking twins? If they did, are you getting them? Yes. It's 10 Ryujin, and they are... on their way
to you.
Because we had to pre-order them because they were coming out this month.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Oh, guys, I found a picture of it doing as deep as it could.
Well.
It feels like the guy's like.
This is the weirdest boat. Here you go. There's just a guy in a tube.
Don't ever drink the instant coffee from an MRE. Also, Tabasco bombs with the MRE are fun. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory.
Well, because if you follow the YouTube channel of the guy who keeps buying these fucking MREs, he never says anything negative about them. Because he's like, oh, that's not bad. He has something fucked up about his voice. Because he doesn't say like, so this is this MRE. He's not funny. He's just like, yeah, that's not bad. I think that's quite good, actually.
I think he's just broken in the head.
I think he just keeps eating these MREs. And I'm like, dude, how would you know if it's good or not? You only ever eat these fucking MREs. Did you guys get the J Decker?
No.
I'm not getting the J Decker.
I don't like...
You don't like Soldat J.
I don't like Soldat J as much. Soldat J's...
does two things.
He does two things. It's get captured and get hurt. And as much as I fucking love everything about Gal Geiger,
Jay does nothing.
Soldat J does nothing. And I just
come down from there, Jay. No, I don't believe in friendship, Jay. Every time you say that, you get captured. No, I don't.
No, I don't. Captured or hurt, and we're like, Jay.
Jay, literally, series finale. You got trapped in a parallel dimension that only you could have escaped from.
Yeah, really. Right, and then he's just like the entire romance between Soldat J and Guy's cousin.
Is it a romance when there's two tsunderes in it?
It's just, they're the worst. They're just like, you can't touch anybody, and you can't touch anybody. We're both too hot together. We have to touch each other. And then they beat the evil villain, and I'm like, for fuck's sakes, guys!
So yeah, this is what the tank,
interesting shadow crow,
turret, and hull look like together. And just doing a quick dry fit.
I could not remember her name. What's
Renee.
It? Renee. Oh,
But yeah, it's
right, because it's Leon Renee, and that's the ending song.
It's not like the Japanese T90 or the T. What was the other one? It was the Type 10 and the Type 90. One was designed to be a heavy-hitting main battle tank, and the other one was meant to fit on the rail system so that they could move it. Did you know that Japan has two types of tanks? One's too big to travel around its rail systems, the other one can. And it's smaller.
Two Sundaries is better than two Yanderis. That's what the bloodbath waiting to happen. No, that's just called, what was
that's
it?
an anime. That's
an anime.
There's a legit anime where two people are tsundere with each other. And I can't
The
remember.
Yandere with each other.
Yandere, and I can't remember that. Tsundere is basically Kaguya Love is War.
Yeah, two Sundaries.
I still
5 feet
want to
apart
see.
because they're not together.
Love is war, love is war.
What's that anime with the house husband? Who's a retired yakuza?
It doesn't have an anime yet. It's Goshifuda, The Way of the House Husband.
Yes,
But it does not. That does not have an anime yet. Although
it has a live action. I saw.
Oh, it has a live action.
Yeah,
You know, because it's tearing up the manga charts like a motherfucker.
it looks delightful.
I've read a good chunk of it. It's very weird.
Weird.
Well, because it's like
School days. No, that's not two Yanderis waiting for.
there are two yanderis.
There's two Yanderis in it, but they're not in love with each other.
That would have saved a lot of time, actually. Agreed, but Jay Decker is an awesome design.
It's
Then
an awesome
you
design.
buy it, Terra Death.
I don't like Jay.
Terra Death, and you buy it.
Oh, that might be where the missing number's from.
What?
Because we were trying to figure out all the.
Oh yeah, Jay Decker. Yeah.
Because we're like, yeah, just fuck. That could have been it.
It's just Jay Decker. Yeah. Dave, am I taking up too much space? Or are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Just to save my back, I'm working on it off screen and bringing it in screen. I need something different if I'm going to be on screen all the time. But I am working on stuff, and stuff does appear on screen. So.
I don't have money. Like, school days. Such a nice boat.
School days. That was a nice boat.
It was a nice boat. The nice boat ending. Thanks to Arcana, I got sucked into Echoes pretty hard. I also restarted Bleach.
Don't restart Bleach. There's nothing there for you, Tipsor.
I think one of the
Isaacin is good.
I think one of the anime that I've seen with the biggest last minute change up, the Master of Martial Arts. That's a huge swerve in the final episode.
Oh, I've heard of that. I didn't think there was going to be anything more to it. Does it actually end in a satisfying way? Because, well, I mean, I'm a guy and I like to see girls with big knockers and get their clothes ripped off because I'm not dead. But
that was already cut. I think I was preemptive in this.
You might have been.
Oh.
But yeah, I know Ark is raving about Isaacin, and like most of the Red Enemy community is in love with these chicks. Babe, do you want to know about Isaacin?
That's the one where they was talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah. So the premise is there's these 3 high school girls, and they look like normal high school girl geeks, so they look kind of weird.
Well, there's one legit geek, and then there's one who is a model and a daughter of actors. So they want her to go take up the family business and be in acting. And then there's the tall one, and she is a ruthless businesswoman. She is looking for the angle to get money. And yeah, it is a lot of fun because she ends up being their effective studio manager. He's like, anime faster! We have to cut things!
Anime faster.
Yeah! So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I haven't figured out exactly what the
anime they're making is?
No. What the they go into these like mental spaces It could just be,
that went into my hair.
Anime. This is how we're doing it. But whenever they animate stuff, it gets way too real.
So Vera from Monster Prom.
I don't know.
The businesswoman is Sayaka. I live vicariously through you and Sam, Mike. Says Terror of Death.
You don't have to.
I
mean,
live your own life.
Live your own life, dude. We're living ours.
And
actually, yeah, I'm going to say this one's for all. Live your own life, D20 Live fan base. Just come and enjoy our content.
But yeah, when they really...
Screw the parasocial relationship that is YouTube. You're your own people with your own friends. We're just here to make you laugh. There. I'm learning the lessons from people more famous than me that didn't learn to do this beforehand.
Yeah, but yeah, when the girls get into really nerd out about animation or design or something, they go into this big fucking imagine space. And I haven't figured out if that's real or if they're just way too into it. Because they come out of it wet if there's water involved. Or they like with twigs in their hair if wind's involved or shit like that.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Women mostly come out of wet when they're really excited about things.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks.
Just like sending your gender back 5 years every time you speak. Can I just ask that question? Is that fun for you?
She's not on your side.
You're the chosen one!
The secret text!
The secret text!
Do you like sending your gender back 5 years every time you fucking talk on these streams? I guarantee you, someday, if we ever get big enough, someone's going to go through the entire D20 live stream, not with malice, of every craft stream we've ever done, and just have a YouTube clip of every time Sam has ever set her gender back 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say these things, though.
Oh,
Secret
tunnel! Secret tunnel!
What? Oh, yes.
Avatar. Oh,
Mike, are you an Ikki Tosin or Queensblade played fan?
I tried to get into Ikki Tosin. The problem is Ikki Tosin is way too in love with Romance of the Three Kingdoms. If you don't know Romance of the Three Kingdoms, if you're going to enjoy Ikki Tosin, you're better just reading hentai of Ikki Tosin, because it cuts all the plot out and just gives you the tits and the sex you want from Ikki Tosin. As for Queensblade, I've tried an episode, and it's the same thing of, there's too much plot in this hentai.
Did you guys... Okay, hang on, there's a bunch of them. So I know how Bleach ends. Well, I haven't seen the anime in years, but I have a few tankobans in Japanese. Don't judge 2000s me. Down with generosity. And then, did you guys see the new Masterpiece RC? Yes, we did this morning. And we were both looked at me and were like, don't. And we're like, I'm not going to.
Yes, the royal we.
No, Mike and I looked at me.
Wees.
Looked at me and we're like, no.
Sergeant Spade. Oh yeah, it turns out Funimation was the only one to pull interspecies reviewers. The network that was airing it in Japan took the whole thing off the air after 4 episodes as well. I liked that show. I liked that manga though. I was reading it and I'm like, you know what? This is a gag-a-day porn manga, but it's actually legitimately funny. So, okay, did you want the explanation for what this is, Dave?
Wouldn't that be a hentai?
It practically is. But here's the gag. So these guys, right, this group of guys are all adventurers, right? And the only reason they're adventurers is to make money. And the only reason they're doing it to make money is because they want to get laid at whorehouses. Oh, okay. So it's them going to different species whorehouses and raiding them as a group. Because one guy's an elf, one guy's a human, one guy's an orc, one guy's an angel. Mm-hmm. Although the angel actually has both genders.
Okay. Well,
but the angel is like, I don't want these guys to try to sleep with me, so I'll only say I'm a guy. And then when they find out he's also has female organs, they're like, we don't care. We're here just to fuck the whores. I don't know why you were really nervous about this, but it's just the shit these guys get into. Because they get sent to a because they do so well going from whorehouse to whorehouse, they get sent to a malfunctioning succubus house.
Uh-oh.
And the succubuses are too horny.
Oh, geez.
And they're all like, let's go.
Yeah.
Out in 5 minutes. And then it's like, how do we get... They almost don't get out of there, but then a group of orcs come in. after a week-long abstinence spell, and they're like, we gotta get these guys out of here. We're here to get our pride back. It's stupid and masculine, but I love it. And I'm so mad, because it was legitimately silly and funny.
Yeah, look at this mic.
Yeah. Oh, that's starting to look real good. You have to glue it?
Nothing's glued together.
Do you have to glue it, though?
I do enjoy the content. Rusty goes, I do enjoy the content, and I don't want to live vicariously through you as that would make this whole thing a bit creepy for me.
Yep. Don't live vicariously through us. Live your own life. Cheat the parasocial relationship.
I just finished reading Kumo Desuga Nanika, I Am a Spider, So What? I recommend it. It's about how a Japanese schoolgirl suddenly gets resurrected as a spider monster in a dungeon. Most of the dialogue is internal. Apparently, the moment Funimation decided was too much was an episode when the adventurers changed genders at one resort, and they actually show the bits mashing together.
Yep.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah, they don't show it in the manga. They're just like, holy shit, we're girls now. Now what? We enjoy ourselves. Okay, it's an afternoon.
Well, turns out we're staying in.
But yeah, no, that's just... The guys are so... The thing that makes this work is the guys are all so openly casual about their own sexual identity.
Here we go. Decent.
And they're just like, okay, we're reviewing. And their reviews are well received by the populace. Because they're like, one guy gives something a 7, one guy gives something a 6, no. Because they realize they all have very different standards for women, right? Like the elf dude's like 500 years old, and he's like, I can't stand young girls. I need like older women, right?
Right.
And he's like, he prefers them older. So they really have a cross section of taste. Not saying it's like enlightened or any fucking thing, but it's at least adds to the gag, right? Mm-hmm. So it's always hilarious when all of their reviews match up. And they're like, I didn't like it. It was bad. I got scared.
I was frightened. Alright, so that's D6.
Yeah.
No? Or yeah.
Yeah. How's yours coming, Sam?
I've got most of it, I think. No, I'm here.
Oh god.
In terms of where I need to be. I mean, like, because if I'm trying to get down to the end of the page, I'm over here. But this is where I am right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I can see why Funimation pulled it, because it is very much not their title.
It's also very much porn.
Yeah. Media Blasters should have totally picked it up, because that is very much the kind of show.
I'm still laughing at the Doom guy is the traumatic even meme I posted on the Discord earlier.
Did I miss that?
You might have.
I like the one where it's the Doom guy and he's loading shotgun with malicious intent. I'm like, oh, so it's a Doom game.
Okay, let's see here. D13. Did I grab that? Yeah.
Rimuru is blast to watch. Is blast to watch grow as a character, Sergeant Spade.
What?
I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
Sam, sometimes you sound like every cute talking animal mascot in every anime ever. Yeah.
We know. You can't have her. She's mine. There's a reason I said you have to play a vampire woman.
What, the sexy succubus one? Or the
real... No, the real one. The one she's become.
Oh.
Nosferatu.
Oh no.
I looked at you and I said, you're doing this. You're doing this. This is too good now. Damn it.
It goes, why does Doom Guy not have PTSD? And the response was, not everyone who goes through a traumatic event gets PTSD. And the follow-up is because...
He is the PTSD. He is the traumatic event.
No, he is.
The other is Doom is the only game where you are the one with the boss music.
Yeah.
Nothing has boss music but you.
But the Doom Guy, so like... Did you notice the boss music didn't change? That's because I am the boss. Yeah, Sam was watching me play that. And that's very much not your kind of game.
It really isn't, no.
But I was having fun.
You were having fun. And I encourage you to play more.
I will play more.
Animals with interspecies reviews are most likely made with a country with a declining population. Here's your requisite craft check Time Tiger reference.
Thank you.
We figured out where to put Time Tiger, just saying.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Here we go.
You want to say where?
It's going to be in Maid.
In Maid. Yeah.
It's going to be in Maid.
Have any of you seen a
It's just
tiger?
because Scarlett's gonna come back and be like, has anyone seen a tiger? What? He glows green and he disappears in time. Why?
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk. He just messes up everything with tiger attacks. Isn't that just a regular tiger? Scarlett, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. There's a lot of paperwork involved.
Scarlett, that just sounds like a random tiger attack.
It's not because he disappears in time.
Well,
he goes as fast as the speed of radiation.
Scarlett, that doesn't make sense.
I know.
Of course.
This is going to be made.
Where the hell else would you put that piece of shit?
Time tiger.
Time tiger. Scarlett, that's just a normal tiger. Are you sure you're not just charting random tiger attacks?
Because this one's green.
Maybe someone's playing pranks.
That's not true. He's causing a lot of paperwork, and no one would do that at the Time Bureau.
Cause paperwork?
On purpose. Paperwork is a lot. Do you know how much paperwork there was the last time I met you guys?
How much?
Oh, I spent like about 2 weeks doing paperwork.
I'm sorry.
It was sucky.
That's only 2 weeks of paperwork, though. I mean, what'd you do after?
Only yours. And then I had to go on another mission that you guys messed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Time tiger. A green tiger. Where's He-Man when we need him? Is anyone going to drop in late? Oh, for us right now? No.
No.
No, we're it.
We're it today.
What's that line? Look upon me and lament, or
All shall love me and despair.
Like that. Scarlett just needs to have a presentation on Time Tiger prepared. That's just stock footage of tiger attacks.
Yep.
this is his MO, but he travels through time.
It's just Photoshop to have a green filter on the tiger.
Like, Scarlett, did you actually get any footage of him? No. We had to make this one up.
With stock footage.
With stock footage. No one would believe me otherwise.
Scarlett, are you sure this tiger is real?
Yes!
I'm reciprocating. There. Yeah,
D20 Live, where your memes become dreams and dreams become reality.
Yeah, really.
It becomes nightmares.
I hope everyone enjoyed Jordan's Miami Vice game.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Pretty sure he'll be happy to hear that people liked it. Ow.
Did I hit you with my sprue?
No, my nail bent in a weird way.
Oh, yeah.
Tariff Death did up a timestamp and said, "Oh God, I don't know why." There's a it's just timestamp because of his name.
It's because his name is too long, so it just goes over.
So what does everyone want to talk about?
I enjoyed it, but also Big Mike, I enjoyed you getting revenge on Jordan on the game.
Yeah, that is the closest you will see me to how I play games outside of D20 Live. As Sam and Dave can attest, when I get going and I am bored, I am the living incarnate of chaos.
Yes, that's about right. And D23. There it is.
So it's really hard for me to preach the verisimilitude of characters in a tabletop game. It's like, Mike, last time you had a character, you did donuts in a parking lot, stole 2 grenade launchers from
Fuck you, we're the police!
from the Russian mob, screaming, "Fuck you, we're the police!" Yeah.
Just pull a Forrest Gump and insert with Neon Green Tiger taking down the people like Alexander Graham Bell and Attila the Hun.
Oh, wouldn't that be hilarious? It's just there at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and there's just a tiger coming in the background. Not literally coming, but he just shows up.
Time Tiger.
I mean,
let's be honest, if a tiger ejaculated in the background of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, everyone would stop taking it. Not really. Yeah, he's there of his own will.
30 seconds ago.
Tiger!
We should not put that in the painting. No one would believe us. So declares the current president of the United States of America.
Miami Vice GTA Edition. Guys, that was Miami Vice Saints Row Edition.
Oh, Time Tiger has to be like Pokemon. Can it only say its name?
Time Tiger.
Time Tiger.
I love how I went my blackout power rants. And it's become a meme among the entire D20 Live fan base.
To black out?
No, just the Time Tiger.
Oh, Time Tiger.
Time Tiger.
Normally I have these blackout power rants and nothing comes of them, and now I have this fan base is like, why aren't you doing it? It sounded great to us.
Where is it?
Where is it, Michael?
Where is my penis summer? Where are my testicles summer? What? Just me?
Mike, is Lord Nauticus just an avatar of you? Not quite. A lot of my energy and attitude towards sex is in Nauticus, but I do not share his gender fluidity, nor his wide range of preference of people in partners. Mm-hmm. Nauticus is largely based off of a shtick I used to have for many, many years about how I would make... Because a lot of guys, if you have any guy friends, they like to play gay chicken. And
Mike wins.
I would win. Because I would bring Nauticus, because a lot of guys would try to do gay chicken, and they do gay chicken the worst fucking way, if you've ever grown up around that time period. And I'd go, like, you guys are really shit at this. I'm going to take you all to school. And they stopped doing it. The other reason why Nauticus exists is largely because I really like Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I really wanted there to be a good, aligned version of that kind of a character who was just like, I have this place where people can sexually be who they are. That's the end of it, and I'm legitimately a good guy. So it's really a question of, what if Frankenfurter was nice? Frankenfurter was nice. Not to demean the existence of Frankenfurter and the work of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, because, let's be honest, who would not want to be both fabulous and a supervillain? Dr. Terwatt attempts that all the time.
Well, he does just have to take off a shirt.
Yeah, right?
And then you see the white light of Gondor calls for aid!
Oh, we have to do that to him if he ever takes his shirt off around us. We'll just go pass him while he's in the pool at the IDCon and be like, he's like, hey guys, the beacons are lit!
Gondor calls for aid!
Fuck off! Later, dude.
Like, I've seen his photos.
I have his calendar, which you idiots bought for me.
Jordan bought it for you.
Dave was there too.
I was there, but I pitched no money. I did not endorse this action. No, not one bit.
After the Miami voice, are we going to get 70s blaxploitation from Jordan? No.
We probably should stay away
from blaxploitation.
Yeah, that's...
We would need someone who is legitimately black to run that game. Legitimately a black person to run that game.
And then we need 4 black players.
No, not even that, because that would be... Because the thing is, there's 2 things of blaxploitation.
I'd be the token white guy.
And the one would be the low budget, right? And the bad acting. And that's the only way you can do blaxploitation as a gag. It's not, you don't say we're playing black. We're acting badly in this low budget scene doing kung fu and shit, and there's these weird breaks and bad edits and stuff. Right?
I mean, Tim Curry also played Satan. Not Satan. In Legends.
You mean Darkness?
Satan, not Satan.
Yeah.
I wonder how Mike would do an actual game of chicken. Of gay chicken?
Gay chicken? I'm pretty good. I've played with some people who play way too hardcore gay chicken. Because they're not playing to make someone uncomfortable, they're playing with nothing to lose.
We're playing to win!
I think you know the person I'm talking about, too. I'm not going to say their name, but he's a mutual of ours. Who would legitimately be like, all right, we're going to the dick sucking phase? Yeah, let's do that. Like, no.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You haven't met him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll whisper in here.
He likes foxes.
He likes foxes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He knows what I'm talking about. I won't say that person's name, because
We don't want to out them like that?
We don't want to out that if you play gay chicken with this guy, you will get laid.
No, you will lose.
Everyone loses in gay chicken.
And I don't play gay chicken anymore because 1, I'm not 20. 2, it's 2020.
We should be better.
Yeah, right. It's a thing I acknowledge. It was a stupid thing I did when I was a kid, but I did it to prove a point. It's like, this is a stupid game. I'm going to nuke the battlefield. Didn't make me. And of course, as anyone who could argue that would easily argue, Mike, that didn't make you any better than anyone else. And I completely agree.
Nor did it prove that you were straight.
No, I broke a lot of hearts.
Yeah, I have a friend who very much has Mike's body type as their type.
Yeah, apparently, I'm a lot of gay guys' type.
Yep.
By virtue of the fact that I'm big and bulky.
You're a bear.
As supposedly, yes, I've been told that.
Right? If you were gay, you'd be a bear. So it just also happens to be my type, which is unfortunate. So I'm like, I can't find anyone like this.
As soon as I thought of Japan's hard gay Razor Ramon. Yeah, Razor Ramon was another big inspiration for it. Razor Ramon sumitari hadoge desu.
Hadoge.
Hadoge.
Oh, hard gay.
Woohoo!
I
Love
miss
that guy.
Hard-Gay.
I miss him too. He was a gift.
He was a great guy.
He was a gift.
He taught you to eat your vegetables and then...
Yeah, he was there to help the
fucking
community.
grind.
He tried to help Yahoo by strapping himself to the sign. You mad fuck. Oh, jeez.
But did that work?
He got strapped to the sign. Don't argue with results.
So Takuget goes, so what you're saying is 70s blaxploitation has been shafted.
No.
I really want to watch Dolomite Explosion.
Shit.
I mean, not Dolomite Explosion. My name is Dolomite. Or Dolomite is my name.
Where is the paper towels? Because I can't reach them.
They're actually closest to you.
They are not.
Is that it? No.
Motherfucker. I can't get up. I'm buried.
What, you want me to hold some stuff?
No, dude, you maybe help?
What am I doing?
Get the paper towels.
Okay. Are you getting them, babe?
Hang on. There's tissues right here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Well, I am done. Another part of Genesis Geiger. The wings. Look at that.
Of justice.
It's a massive stealth bomber looking eagle.
Gadgetto go!
Oh, fuck off. Look at how big that is.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what now?
Are they reacting like that to hard gay?
They might be.
Hadoge. Domo. Yeah, he strapped himself to the Yahoo sign. He got onto television, onto a Japan's top television magazine.
I'm still working.
I know, I'm cleaning up my section.
But you're pushing it towards me.
I'm sorry.
You goober.
Working on D20 Legendary Prop and going to finish your process. And then Devin's... yeah, Shadow Crone and Devin's sword.
The Forbidden Love?
I was going to say it was more like... this is my quest, no matter how distant, no matter how far, to fly from that lonesome star.
You're my only landmark, so I'm lost in the woods.
Alright, I've got...
Riding in the 90s. So yeah, tanks drift a lot on pavement, surprisingly.
33.
Yes, believe it or not, tanks are surprisingly slidey on road.
I could buy that.
There are so many memes of the tanks sliding sideways in like World of Tanks and War Thunder. That, yeah, there's a saturation issue.
Tank drifting.
Yes.
I'm not joking when I say this, but someone like Nauticus might be my type. I'm still working out these things. Whatever works for you. I am not Nauticus, nor do I have his proclivities. I just represent him. But can anyone really be Nauticus, or is he just a gift for all of us? What?
They're trying to play it as quiet as possible.
Yeah. I'm trying not to actually play it without playing it.
Deja vu.
I am reading the latest Spider-Verse comic. I just got to Spider-Noir and I can't stop reading his voice as Nick Cage is doing it. They make a Super Mini Plug version of Gal Figar.
They did. But we don't want to get it.
You don't really want it.
It's not that I don't really want it. It's just that I don't really need it.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to all of the other things.
Yeah.
Because I would totally get it, but that's another like $200 that I would have to spend. Because I'm almost done. I'm literally almost done buying all the things.
Yeah. Okay, I have to build more pieces that go with this.
I'm not gonna lie though, I really do want to look at the Gunbuster.
Die buster. Wait.
Gunbuster.
Yeah. Well, they say it both ways. Die buster. Gunbuster.
I love Gunbuster so much. Noriko's the best.
In spite of what happens in that course.
Fucking! I hate Anno so much.
We know.
He's such an ass.
There. Wait, which one do you hate?
Hideki Anno.
Hideki Anno.
Which one's that?
The guy who made Gunbuster and Evangelion.
Oh, that guy. Just the guy. Okay.
That guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And now since I've told you how much of his stuff is derived from Ultraman.
Yeah.
Because apparently, and I read this, hey Jordo!
Hey! It's Jordo, the Jordanian.
Jordo, the Jordanian.
I don't know.
Do you have any of the Pathfinder race floppies for Pathfinder?
Who are we talking about?
Aha! Found it.
Question. Let's see here. Are you all excited about the My Little Pony Transformers crossover comic?
I'll read it.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll read it. This makes the death battle between Starscream and Rainbow Dash one step closer to canon.
Well, it depends on if she decides to, unlock the fucking...
Sonic Ramboom?
I don't know. Sure.
M1, M3.
And 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. 3.
Jordan of the East Side Jordanians.
Well, you know what they say. Once you're a Jordanian, you're a Jordanian for life.
Where does your head go?
When you're a jet, you're a jet.
Yeah. When you're a Jordan, you're Jordan for life. Despite all the people who say no.
What?
Don't be Jordan.
What?
Jordan is Jordan.
Where are you going? Stop talking.
Ner.
He's too close to the chair.
Ah!
We've given him too much power. Jordan, does he have his own cult now?
Jordanian.
I don't have a cult. Why the hell did he get a cult before me?
I don't know.
Jordan says that's not what my ex says, but Tish. Oh, Jordan.
Jordan. Okay. That's one bonus head done. Next up. Okay. H1. That's this head.
Woo!
I'm lost in love.
I got it stuck in your head.
Deja vu.
I'm going to ventilate this musical discussion with a Jellicle Gat.
Eh?
They're making a reference to cats.
What you mean?
Cats, the musical, the one that's tanking horribly.
What you mean?
Stop talking about my cult. It's a secret. Shh. No one talk about Jordan's cult. It's a secret Jordan cult.
It's so cool, guys. Jordan's cult. It's got
Secret tunnel.
It's got blackjack and hookers.
It's got 3 Twinkies, a ball pit. It's got guys. It has a Twinkie, and it's
one singular Twinkie.
One.
The original Twinkie.
No, it's just a Twinkie that they got from a vending machine. It's got.
Well, they still make them in Canada.
Do they?
Yeah.
We have Twinkies.
I want a Twinkie.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, my dude.
Yes, I do.
You damn right. There's a ball pit.
And there's a heavy guy named Duke who watches the ball pit. He doesn't do nothing, but he watches it.
Check it.
L4 or L5?
Ball pit for life. Oh, I gotta re-glue that. Fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting.
So, how you doing,
stiff.
Jordan?
Ah!
How you doing, Jordan?
As my fiance screams, so stiff.
It's so stiff. The hole too small. I got to force it in.
Oh, God.
How brutish.
You push it. This one. Push it.
Where am I pushing it?
Push
You
in
can't
that way.
know. You must be gentle with women.
There, you're done.
Because I pushed in most.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's so hard
Women.
to push.
Women, am I right? Just can't. Don't know how to do a good thrust. Good job.
Mazel tov.
Just don't know how to do a good thrust. You know.
Glory greatest brute force. Glory greatest brute force. 5 Nights at Jordan's. I know a surefire way to win a normal game of chicken. Make sure your opponent sees you rip your steering column out of the car and hop it out of your window. Ball's in his car now.
Nice. Nice.
I didn't know Jordan was secretly foamy.
Foamy the Squirrel, yeah. Are we talking about Foamy the Squirrel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Is he any good still?
I don't know, man.
He hasn't. He's still the same. He has not changed since.
He is still Squirrel.
He's still angry squirrel.
He is still fucking Squirrel.
Like he changed his art because
You know.
Time. Time.
Only sometimes
Rosemary,
squirrely rat.
Time.
Sometimes I'm sleeping.
Time ends.
So, have you heard about Seth MacFarlane leading Star Trek in the future because it seems CBS is looking to sell the property?
What?
Oh,
wait, Seth MacFarlane is going to run Star Trek in the future?
Oh, boy.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood and the cars and it.
Oh, boy. Not into that. Well, it's not like Gene Roddenberry's using it. But, bumps.
The hell was that?
He's dead.
I know.
Tyler's crying right now.
Oh, no! I don't need it, Tyler.
I have a friend who works with NXR. Cats, the first movie, never patched in the first week.
Yeah.
One.
That was amazing that they fucking patched a movie.
Some of their arms were disappearing.
Yeah. How do you justify patching a movie?
Because it's going to be the future, so things won't always be this way.
Captain Depressing over here. With the fucking
I hate Jonathan Colton so
Joko.
much.
Yeah.
I hate Jonathan Colton so much. Why did I sing him?
I don't
I
know.
hate him so much. I hate
It won't always be this way.
I hate
With my
Jonathan
laser
Colton.
fucking eyes.
I have had power rants. Why did I sing a Jonathan Colton song?
Because you're secretly a boob. No, wait, no, you're
Jordan
not.
was like, I could much more shit if I knew how. My reaction when I saw them making a Transformers MLP crossover. You maniacs blew it up. Darn you. Damn you all to hell.
I don't know what head vent to put on. I guess I'll put the painted one because the rest of this is painted.
Please, Mike, tell us why you despise Jonathan Colton.
I do because all of his songs are the fucking same.
And all depressing.
Okay, this is the thing you guys gotta know about me. If you want me to like something, say, Mike, check it out and leave me alone with it. And I will check it out and that'll be it. Do not ever waterboard me with something, especially music, because I will hate them so fast.
What?
Yes.
Waterboarding.
Yes. That is what happened. That's the reason why I don't like Ninja Sex Party. Because it was like, can we move on to something else? And I got a hard no for it. And I cannot stand them since.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
I really do like their covers, though.
You're allowed to like them. I'm not going to oblige that. But what happened was, on a trip to a friend's wedding in Quebec, I got stuck in a car where the driver had no idea how to get back to the hotel, from which we had come from, by the way, and had been there first.
Mike hates things out of spite.
I do hate things out of spite. I can admit that. It's not one of my flaws, not one I'm proud of. And in the course of us getting lost and me slowly getting hypothermia in the back of this fucker's car, because his heater had 2 settings, so hot I was staining my suit.
And off.
I was promptly getting hypo-fucking-thermia. And we were lost. All the time listening to Jonathan Colton. I realized something. Jonathan Colton has one song. And that song is, hey guys, you know that thing that you see a certain way? Here's the depressing way to see it.
I like his vampire song, though.
But, like, every fucking one of his songs is
Everyone's
the same.
asking what you would think of Bieber at this point.
I hit him with a car. What else do you call a piece of flotsam that drags by the side of the road? And
I'm just more annoyed where he's like, oh, guys, you have to be more considerate. I've got Lyme disease and mono. And I'm like, dude, that just means you got mono and then Lyme disease. And the reason why you can't get rid of the mono is because you have Lyme disease now. That's your own fault that you went out into tick country.
Wait, Beaver got...
He got Lyme disease.
Oh, good for him.
Right?
That's something to aspire to.
And I'm like... And then he's got permanent mono, right? So I'm just like, dude, you got mono first, and then you got Lyme disease. That's really what happened. Right? That's how it happened. He's like, I don't know how it happened. We're like, I can tell you exactly how it happened. You went out and you decided to fuck around inside tick country. That's what happened. You don't do that.
And then he's permanently damaged.
I think he was permanently damaged for a while.
Oh, yeah. He's damaged.
Guys, I have confirmation on something. The channel airing Power Rangers legitimately doesn't like it and purposely trying to tank the ratings because it's not a Nick original show.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
They've outright refused to promote their show except on Saturdays when the new episode airs.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's depressing.
Oh, please. Nickelodeon killed Avatar.
Yes.
And we all know they did. Because it wasn't... I don't know why they killed it. It's like, this is too mature. This is too... Apparently, a well-written show that was killing the ratings was not good enough for Nickelodeon.
Good job, Nick. Yeah, fucked it. You fucked it right in the ear.
Nickelodeon.
But yeah, it's just...
Eat your vegetables.
And somewhere Cartoon Network is going, we'll take it. We'll take Avatar.
And they won't give it to them.
They won't give it to them, right? Because if Cartoon Network had Avatar, if the Cartoon Network had Avatar,
they'd run it forever.
Eventually, they would have it would have proven that Cartoon Network was definitively the only place to get animation of any value. Anywhere in, America. Until Disney finally got their stuff back together and released Gravity Falls.
Yeah, apparently Disney and Nick both agree on something that they hate Power Rangers.
Then why'd you buy it?
Because it was popular. And it made money. Why else would they buy it? Because they're assholes.
If I don't want to promote something, I don't run the dumb thing. That's how it goes. It's not rocket science, guys. Stop buying IPs just so your competition doesn't get them.
Mm-hmm.
Nick has an unhealthy obsession with SpongeBob. That's why they kill everything that threatens the sponge. Because SpongeBob made a lot of money. That's all that happened. It's not a good show, guys.
It was a good show.
No, it's not a good show. It was never a good show. It was just awful.
I love you.
I love you too. I hate SpongeBob so much. It ruined everything else that was going on in Nickelodeon at the time. Because nothing could beat the behemoth that was SpongeBob fucking SquarePants. Right? Not the good shows, like fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Right? Not the good shows, like basically just anything by Butch Hartman at that point. Right? But not, no good show could beat fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. And I'm just so annoyed by everything about it. I hate SpongeBob.
I love you.
Me too.
I don't know how these vents come on in a minute.
I know, and this is now going to be my new hill to die on, where everyone's going to be like, hey, we're going to just put a million things of SpongeBob in the Discord, and Sam's going to react to it. And I'm like, ugh, I just don't like SpongeBob.
How you doing, babe?
Danny Phantom. Yes, Danny Phantom was also a really good show. SpongeBob with the pinnacle of entertainment. Fuck you, Jordan! If Nick gave up on the Turtles, then they would give it to IDW completely. Regarding buying IPs, there's an approach to drafting some kind of CCG where you snipe a card from the pool not from your own benefit, but to provide your other opponents. I think the idea was to acquire Power Rangers from a similar mindset. Now I want Ghostbusters and Danny Phantom crossover from IDW. I do not care for SpongeBob, nor do I hate it.
Guys.
Sam, you are now my hate sister in your hate for SpongeBob. Oh, thanks, Otaku Cat. Watch Keep Your Hands Off by Aizoken. Forget about the evils of greed on all TV.
I put a gun on it.
I cannot. Why can't I get this fucking piece in?
Guys, I put a gun on it.
You put a gun on it?
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, this is K. 2K1.
Put a gun
on
it's
this
It's
side.
out of control. Oh, God.
Unpopular opinion, everything out of Nick was terrible.
A fair amount.
A fair amount of stuff that came out of Nick was terrible.
Oh, God. Okay.
Nick buys up shows to fill up empty time slots because they know they'd lose a lot of viewers if they just aired SpongeBob 24/7.
That's true. Oh, God. Essential parts.
Wait, is John in the chat?
Who?
Because Sergeant's famous like sub Trigon Quan. Is John
Okay.
in the chat? John, are you here?
I dropped it.
John! I thought he was still in the hospital.
Here.
Also in the hospital.
Or is he watching from the hospital?
You can work for the hospital. Okay.
John lives! Yay!
Yay!
Okay, what? Babe, help me out here.
But
You're an
at what
artist. I can't
cost?
figure out what the hell this part goes into this piece. So this is supposed to go into that cheek. Right here.
Cheek?
Right here. You see this hole right here?
Okay, 1 second. Let me...
Cheeky bugger. So yes, if you're new to the stream right now, I'm building a leopard or leopard main battle tank. It's currently Germany's main battle tank, but Canada also leases
See what I mean?
these as our main battle tank. So yes, the Germans provide Canada its tanks.
So Germans provide Canada with a lot of things.
Yes.
Like
You gave me a wife?
Okay, I can see how it's supposed to go in, but the problem is that my nails are too long that I can't actually...
Okay. Can you just tell me how to put it in them? Oh, like that.
Yeah. But you gotta...
What?
Jam it
Leopard tank is cool, but I wish it was Spider-Man's
Leopard.
Leopard. What?
Leopardon.
What the hell's that?
Spider-Man was the first guy in Toku to get a giant robot.
Oh,
It's called Leopardon. He's like in the first few guys.
okay. Well, all right then.
He's the ambassador of hell. Spider-Man.
Jordan's a cartoon snob.
We'll snub that out of him.
Because it's like... I can't.
Everything.
My eyes are killing me. Oh,
Your eyes are killing you?
yeah, because I've been like... Hang on.
Okay, do you want to take a break and just look at the chat?
I do, but I want to get this piece in first.
Okay, how about this? I will try and get the piece in. Right?
Yeah, because the problem is I'm looking at it compared to these vents, right? And it looks like it's supposed to be flush. And I'm gonna get real close in here.
All right,
Yeah,
so
here, do you remember
welcome to
okay.
another edition of Dave's Weird Tank Facts. So,
Oh, I see it.
the
Like
German
that's
Yeah.
Leopard 2 A6 and most of them, they all use the same gun as the Americans. 120 millimeter
Sorry.
smoothbore
Let me take a break.
tank gun from Rheinmetall or whatever. And this was purposely done so that if Canada served alongside the U.S., we could share ammunition. We also, I believe, the English Challenger tank uses the
Wait, let me see.
can use the same ammunition, but they have a 120 millimeter rifled gun on their tank, which whatever. It's not like we have to hit anything.
You gotta be at war with someone to have to hit them.
Yeah. Unless you're fucking Russia deciding to build tank after tank after tank to the point where they have to sell them.
Russia overproduce? Never.
They had to have something. It was either that or a public work project. What's that?
I can't quite do this with my nails this long.
Would you like a hand?
Because, yeah, I can see what the problem is.
Hang on.
Let me try.
So yeah, a lot of tanks
gonna
that you
cut
would
my nail.
consider NATO allies use a 120 millimeter gun on their main battle tank to allow for ammunition sharing. in case they have to. There's a breakdown in one country or another's. What do you call it? Supply lines to a front. But yeah, the Leopard 2 tank is a well-built tank. It's been in service since, God knows, the 80s, I think. Yeah. And they've been producing upgrade packages where you've got like the 2A1, the 2A2. Currently, we're at like the 2... Canada has the 2A7. And then there's the
I almost have it in, babe.
Leopard Revolution, which is apparently the 2A8.
There. See, I needed to cut my nails.
Yes.
That
It
way
also
we can do
has 5.56 gun, like not the coaxial gun, but the what the hell do you call it? The gunner's gun. Sorry, the loader's gun. Wait, does this one come with a... Yeah, it's got a loader's gun. The commander doesn't get a mounted gun. He's too busy commanding the tank. So, it's a 4-man tank. It's...
3E.
Has a driver, commander, gunner, and loader. It doesn't have an auto-loading system like the Japanese. It doesn't have... the commander doesn't have a couple of guns. Or a remote weapon system that he can use. Neither does the Abrams, for that matter.
D. I need that.
Some do, which is really interesting. But they've been putting those on like APCs and strikers and whatnot.
I need the chat's doing.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike, is there a fuck-off asteroid in the Gundam campaign? Not yet.
It does not have a muzzle brake. Sorry, what? You wanted to go ahead?
Yep.
What?
Did you want to continue?
That was it.
Okay.
That was the answer to the question.
Oh,
Is there a fuck-off asteroid in the Gundam game? Not yet.
There could be. Thanks for the ideas.
No, not for this year's Gundam game. There's always next year.
Okay, Rob. Your tank is cheating because that one flies. Yes, the A10 Thunderbolt. Here, I'll take care of the mouse.
Yeah, since
And
you're
pull
not.
that down.
Since you're not doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, I'm taking a break. Let's see. 55545 is just a result of U.S. fucking over NATO nations by suggesting standardization of 762 and then going, nah, we're going to use this smaller intermediate round instead. Yeah. But they have to keep upgrading the Thunderbolt to make it theater relevant.
That's in there. Okay, next one.
Yes, someone did mention the Warthog, and its main gun, the echoing of between hills sound it makes. But it's still technically Air Force, and they get the Air Force and the Army get the Air Force gets snippy with the Army because when the A-10 is in theater, it works as a close air support weapon system. So the Army can't take the time to go through the channels of command to get requisition the A-10 because it takes too long. So they just contact the plane directly, and the A-10 can self-designate targets and use lased targets, and it's flying hell.
Dave, can you read out the
Sorry.
You have to read the choice, yeah.
The Air Sport A-10 was made for Korea.
Louder, dude.
What?
The A-10 was made for Korea.
Yes. Key West Agreement, the Army can't have fixed-wing airplanes.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. It seems dumb. But if they don't want... it's. I'm sure it's something to do with separating the military wings. By Korea, I mean the war that MASH took place in, yes. But at the time, they were using, Phantoms. And they were very fast. Let's see. Mentioning a vehicle that is ready for theater has me imagining someone on stage shouting, "Exit stage front," and driving the warthog into the audience. Yeah, that's about right. Phantom of the Opera, the chandelier coming in from overhead. The Army was going to try and get all the A-10s when the Air Force announced they were going to retire them. Then the Air Force said, never mind.
We want them still.
Yeah, because,
Too cool.
Because they don't... what do you say? They don't want to compete with Army pilots. Because Army pilots are crazy. Yeah, cheeky buggers indeed. Mike, what is your preferred superhero TTRPG?
Mutants and Masterminds.
Mutants and Masterminds.
Mutants and Masterminds all day, every day. 3rd edition, perfectly good. If it ain't good enough for you, then you ain't good enough for superhero RPGs.
Oh! Hot take!
Yeah. Just, there's no point. The perfect superhero RPG. And in some ways, the perfect anime battle RPG.
Also, Shortcut's an awesome heroine.
Thank you.
Well, say it to Lord Sathian.
Oh, thank you.
I don't actually think I saw that.
It's a good one.
You've seen Shortcut. She was in the...
yeah, I've seen Shortcut, but I haven't seen the stream where she came from. I haven't seen the Mutants Masterminds
Nope. Not yet.
stream.
Okay.
If you're going to help doing the audio for that one, you probably will.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, done. Now I just have to do his hands. These pieces.
Here we go. It goes back to the creation of the Air Force. It was originally a part of the Army until World War II. They had a big conference in Florida to divvy up aircraft stuff, and the Navy got involved too. That's why there are Marine pilots. It's treason then? Speaking of which, will we be getting more of Devin's Mutants and Masterminds game this year? Yes. Yes, we will. Okay, so... I guess they had the Air Force used to be called the Army Air Corps. Oh, that's what happened to the Army Air Corps. Oh, thank you for explaining that.
Okay.
So yeah, they had a big old conference, and turns out the Navy and the Air Force got all the fixed-wing aircrafts, and the only Army pilots the Army pilots were allowed to fly were helicopters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, or the what is it? Oh God, that's terrible. Stop. Fuck off! Jesus, it hurts. Or the Osprey, which is not a fixed-wing aircraft. Let's see. Like if you did Monsters and Masterminds with the recent cartoon movie TMNT meets Batman.
Yeah, that would work well. I don't disagree in any way.
I find it funny that the A-10 is still a thing in this version of 2020. I remember playing a flight sim by Dynamax in 1992. Yes, the A-10s are old birds, but they are still kind of the best thing. They're the Wolverine of aircraft. You know, they're really old and they're the best at what they do.
And cantankerous?
And what they do is not very nice. So, yeah, I just spent 2 weeks hip deep in airplane lore for an RPG book I'm helping to write. I learned a lot about military planes. That sounds interesting, Rob Hagen. I'd love to hear more about that. Maybe DM that project to me when it's done, or if there's like a Twitter or something. What about Hero World, the one with George R.R. Martin used to help create the Wild Cards series?
I am not a fan of wild cards. Like, I know it's very beloved, it's got a huge lore, and it's got this... The people that love it very much, but everything I've read about it is... It seems entirely designed that if you are a good person in Wild Cards, much like the rest of George R. R. Martin's works, you're going to suffer for no reason other than it's realistic. And that's always been a bit of a malarkey for me.
Speaking of mutants, have you heard of Mutant Chronicles?
I heard the name. I'm not familiar with it.
And then there's just the word command droids.
Ta-da!
Yay!
I know about command droids.
dump
I've
truck.
spoken to the
It's
devs.
a tipper lorry.
I've spoken to the devs of command droids.
The Debs?
Devs.
The Debs.
Now, why won't this
Nice.
go into...
Yeah, and Tipsler said he heard that squeak over the air. And that you fucking bitch monkey.
Bitch monkey.
I don't know. I wanted to call him so many names. None of them racist, of course. But I had to pick something that wasn't just hurtful.
I see. Like that? Oh, there we go. That's how you go in, you weirdo hand.
Here's what you do, Sam. Secretly get 3-in-1 oil and put a drop on the fucking mechanism of those pliers.
Stay with my pliers. No good, sir.
The squeak goes away. Ooh, what do you think of the crossover between Blood Bowl and Mutant League football?
Ooh,
I'd have to look up that because
looks remarkably promising considering they're pretty much the same thing.
Mutant League football, you could put down mines and bribe the bribe the ref, and
when you kill your opponent, you can literally win a game of Mutant League football by murdering.
Depriving the opposing team of players.
Yeah.
They don't have enough players to play.
I mean, gosh, Johnny, I didn't know what the heck to tell you. Your favorite player got disemboweled by a xenomorph player. Sometimes these things just happen.
Thanks,
To be fair,
Coach Obama.
I do know that there's a video game where basically the entire thing is that you have to kill all the other players that are playing and then fuck all of these NPC girls. You're all dressed up as, like, people with rabbit hats.
What the hell are you talking
It's
about?
weird.
Where the hell are you even getting that from?
I don't know. It just popped up in my head as you guys were talking about this, and I'm like, I think this is
We were
somewhere.
talking about masculine, weird.
You could be a robot team. You could be a mutant team. You could be... Hey, Rob Hagen says, that's the game I'm working on. We have over 200 vehicles and tech for alternate modes. I worked on the planes. Also am a playtester. Very interesting, Rob. I'd love to hear about it. And then there was the cartoon where the quarterback reminded me of Bret Hart. Are you talking about King Arthur and the Knights of Justice? Because they were a football team that got turned into the round table.
I'm so tired of hearing about King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. I'm so goddamn tired of hearing about it. Guys, don't forget King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Shut up about that fucking cartoon. It was not good. It was not special. It was kind of lame. It was a 90s cartoon at the tail end of the 90s. Mutant League was a mid-90s cartoon. It had a cartoon. Yes, that is true. There was a Mutant League cartoon, but there were Mutant League sports games. Before that cartoon came out and tried to put a plot to this. Well done, I might add, because they tried to make plot and emphasis to a game where a guy's head could get dunked as part of getting a point.
Yeah. I got a similar game called Super Blood Hockey, says John. That sounds bloody. It even has a tough campaign mode. Interesting. I'll throw up the link on the Kickstarter on the Discord. Thank you, Rob Hagen. No Mutant League. Mutant League had a cartoon, but the leads looked like Bret Hart as a skeleton man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He did.
Did he have the 90s shades that were too rad?
Yeah, he was trying so hard to be a good guy in a bad world. Because basically, if I remember the premise of this cartoon, a sports stadium was having a major collegiate meetup event. But it was also built over a radioactive waste dump.
Well, that's how you get zombies or superheroes.
And the dump went Nova. Somehow the corporate douchebag behind this, rather than going to all of the jail, turned around and said, no, it's a great promotional opportunity. We're going to have Mutant League football. So all these guys, all these hot sports stars are now on teams. We're freaks and can't go home. That's great, guys. That's so great. You all are now sports athletes for the Mutant League because none of you guys can take enough damage to kill you. Like, these guys will get their heads cut off and everything, right?
Earthquake released all the toxic waste.
Yeah, sorry, Earthquake.
That's fine. And from Jordan, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice was the best written cartoon of the 90s.
You misspelled gargoyles.
Also Mutant League hockey and truck racing. Holy crap, they had a Mutant League truck racing?
Probably.
That sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, in the cartoon, there was this really edgy Bret Hart-looking motherfucker who was always trying to do the right thing as his buddies were getting decapitated in basketball games and their heads being used to score the points.
We're talking Bret the Hitman Hart, right?
The fake Bret Hart, the skeleton Bret Hart that was in the show.
But the Bret Hart you're talking about was Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yes.
Okay. It looked like that. Misspelled gargoyles. I see you two are a person of taste, Big Mike. Mark Gargoyles was only good because of Jonathan Franks. What about the voice of Goliath? Who the fuck was that? That was James Earl Jones.
No, that was oh my god. Oh. Literally, he's in Saints Row. He's
no, fuck, the Worf.
No, that was
Who the fuck was it?
I know who it was. I can't remember his name. Saints Row. Also the voice of
Captain Anderson.
Yeah, Captain Anderson. Also the voice of Spawn.
How dare you forget Keith David?
Keith David, thank you. Yes, Keith David.
Keith David.
It's Keith David.
Yes, we are, Jordo. Because we're fucking narcissists. Anyway.
But yeah. So he's the trigger. Yes, it's because you're comment trolling, you piece of shit. I can troll you back just as well. All I have to do is show you a piece of artwork from Flick the Thief's 40K collection, watch you scream for an hour.
Keith David, Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog.
Yep. And then there's Skeleton Warriors.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't bother clicking.
Yeah.
You can at least make it sporting for me. Okay, Jordan. I want you to Google Flick the Thief Warhammer 40,000.
What?
Just, no. You don't worry about it.
No, I just want to hear the sentence you just said.
Okay. I want you to Google search Flick the Thief Warhammer 40,000. And if you find a picture of the Emperor, enjoy.
At least it's not my immortal.
Garbage.
Pretty close.
Garbage.
Wait.
No.
Is it fan fiction?
You'll see. I'm not going to tell you to click on it now. Also, the Command Droids link up in the Discord. Yes!
Right.
Rob Hagen, I've had the opportunity of speaking to the developers of Command Droids. I have not had a chance to look at the rule set yet. I'm taking a break for a minute because I just finished. Mm-hmm. This bird. Bird.
Can you please...
How do we switch cameras? No? Nobody?
Oh,
Can I switch cameras? Oh,
yeah, is it a shortcut?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because she's still building, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Is this 40K, just 40K Rule 32? It's Rule 34 you're thinking of, and no, it's better than that.
No, it's Rule 42K.
It's Rule 42K.
Happen. Terror, death, acknowledge it. We don't acknowledge the third season of Gargoyles didn't happen. That's right, it didn't, except for the first episode of the third season, which is actually good.
I kind of like the Avalon Saga.
Yes, that's second season.
What?
That's second season
What
Gargoyles.
the hell happened in the third season? Did I blank it out?
Yeah, the Gargoyles ended up on reality television.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it got bad. I believe... No, I'm sorry. Hudson got his own cooking channel. It's his Cooking Network show.
Uh-oh.
It jumped network. Yeah, it jumped network to ABC.
Third season is when it jumped networks to ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds legit.
It was a whole bunch of weird stuff that happened to keep the show going, rather than it having like a succinct plot.
Also, the woman who voiced Eliza Mother went on to do Eureka. Whoa.
Wait, Eureka the show?
Eureka?
Like the town of Eureka or Eureka 7?
Elaborate, Tipsler.
Yeah. That's two different things. It's either Eureka from Eureka 7 or Eureka, the much beloved
Sci-fi, pulp sci-fi
show,
which was lovely. Fucking give me some of that.
Yeah.
The TV show
Eureka 7.
Okay.
I hate
That
Eureka
makes sense.
7.
Do you mean the female emperor versions?
Yeah. Yeah. And all the stuff that happens with the Adeptus Sororitas.
Once you've seen one set of desiccated boobs, you've seen them all.
If you're done, can I have more space?
Sure. I'm taking a break, but yeah.
Thank you.
But yes, I love that show Eureka. That's they covered a lot of ground.
It did.
And man, the main character, sheriff guy, could scream. That was his thing. Okay, Sally Elise Richardson Whitfield. Richardson, born is an American film actress known for her role as Dr. Alice Blake on the sci-fi comedy drama series Eureka.
Yeah. No, so not Eureka 7.
Old hat dude, female emperor has been a concept since Necromunda. Yeah, but how far can boobs sag when you're a desiccated corpse on a fucking golden throne?
If Jordan's talking that casually like that, he hasn't read
Pretty
everything
far.
that has to go. Okay, let's see here.
It was such a good show. Alison Blake is so hot. Wait a second. That's not the one that hunts vampires, is it?
Alison Blake. You think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No, there's who's the one who hunts werewolves, vampires, and
Anita Blake.
Anita Blake.
And
that's softcore porn, yes.
And sleeps with him. That's Anita Blake.
Yep. That's about right. I don't know. Have you seen how much bloating a corpse endures when it touches water? Yes.
That's how you get the Emperor back. Just add water.
Oh, he's turned into... he's dehydrated food. He's an MRE.
Yeah, he's petrified.
He's a British MRE. Just add hot water.
Someone take a cup of water to the Emperor. He's thirsty. He'll inflate right back up.
The thirst is real. Can someone give me a lozenge?
Why did no one give our sacred Emperor a glass of water?
He was so quenchy.
He's such a thirsty boy.
Let's see. She is the woman that the sheriff marries after. Yep. However, odds of 3 of them being within an hour's travel of each other are ridiculous. I don't know what that is. That's in
reference to.
Also, Warehouse 13 was really good. Caps Lock Man.
Yeah, that's Pterodactyl.
Turn it down, just like a notch.
Scroll down.
Rehydrated Ganon.
Anita Blake or Why Dresden is set in Chicago.
Yeah.
Someone never... I kind of want to see the fan fiction where Anita Blake meets Harry Dresden. And there's Harry goes, could you stop? Could you stop fucking your problems? No! Man, trying to keep me down. I'm really not, Anita. This is just a bad idea. You know, so Harry can finally have a sense of humor again.
And then you throw in the Iron Druid because fucking John won't shut the hell up about it.
I hate and I'm sick of the Iron Druid Chronicles. They're not good. They're not good at all. They're not good. I can't. I have gone on my power rant. I don't need to do any more. Because I did that at Dr. Terawatt's birthday party. I was there. And people were like, well, the Iron Druid Chronicles are good, and I corrected them. Well, because I got into a conversation... I got into a conversation with Tom Berry about it, right? And she's like, Mike, I still like the Dresden Files. Why do you hate it? And I'm like, here's my reasons. And she went for 20 minutes. Like, I went for like a solid 10. She said, oh, okay, you're actually criticizing the legit flaws of the Dresden Files. Yes. But you still like the books. Yeah, it's just after book 8, there's the wear and tear starts to show. Okay.
Terry has a sense of humor and skin game. God, the Iron Druid is so good.
Hey,
I have 3 of them. Yeah, thanks, Letty.
People yelling at me for my opinion on the Iron Druid
Tower
Chronicles.
of Death. Gone. Caps lock.
Yeah, Iron Druid Chronicles are amazing. Hey, the Iron Druid Chronicles are amazing. No, they're not. He does nothing interesting in them. He is never in peril, ever.
In the next
I read the
session
first book.
of Death Watch, the team brings a pitcher of water to the Emperor. You know, that might work. He's like jerky.
Yeah. He's so preserved. Like, I can't imagine. Could you imagine just, can someone turn off the dehumidifier? He just swells back. Sam, would you cosplay as Cyber Six?
Yes. I fucking love Cyber Six.
It's so good. That's the height of French animation right there.
My fucking jam.
I've only read 2.5 Dresden Files, Deadbeat, the first one, and the part of Full Moon.
Yes, Cyber Sam. Oh no.
Oh no.
Mike is just jealous of the majesty of the Irish. The majesty of the Irish is Jacksepticeye. There's nothing else left of that people.
And you're English, Letty.
Yeah. You're not allowed to like the Irish.
You're not allowed to like anything of the GK.
Because believe me, the Irish don't
UK.
like you.
Oh! Neither do the Scots, neither do the Welsh, neither do the English for that matter.
The English don't like themselves.
I mean, really, quite frankly, do we need the North?
All they're good for is incubating the sheep. And that's why everyone hates them.
Why you gotta hate the Irish, Mike?
Diddly-dee potatoes.
My ex was Irish. I've yet to forgive the Irish people.
You two are my commentate. What? Try that sentence again, Otaku Cat. Why you gotta hate on the Irish, Mike?
Because my ex was Irish and I've not yet forgiven the Irish people.
Fully Irish.
It's not the Irish's
Hey,
fault.
we like tea. Yeah, everybody likes tea, but Mike. Aaron go brah.
Somehow I feel like I should be offended.
For the Irish?
Nah, they're hardy people.
I'm pretty sure if I told the Irish, an Irish person, I don't care for your culture, I'll get a quick this for my trouble and a punch in the face.
Nah, dude, you get one of these.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck off then. All right, cool.
But, yeah, go watch Boondock Saints again with the 2020 eyes. You'll see.
You're saying that how it does not age well.
It does not age well.
I don't know. I've seen that movie a few times. I can't imagine. Like, what the hell went wrong with it over time?
Yeah, we Irish don't like many things.
Would you like me to sing that?
Would you like me to sing, Danny
no.
Boy?
18 fucking that's
time.
Scottish.
That's a wonderful man.
That's the Scottish on golf, dude.
No, that's Robin Williams on golf.
Yeah.
As a Scotsman.
Yeah.
I know that Scottish brothers in sorrow over Brexit at this time. Yes, Brexit was a tragedy.
Yes.
And that's our... Is that our opinion on it?
I don't really have an opinion on Brexit.
We don't have an opinion on it.
I don't have an opinion because Canada has its own problems.
Yeah, we're
it's named after a car company. But yeah, no, I do not hate the Irish people.
He jokes about hating
I joke
the
about
Irish.
hating the Irish people because
Which
that's how I
car company?
passively forward.
Oh yes, yes. Ontario has a fucking problem right now.
Yeah.
Dougie.
All of fucking.
But yes, if you are
Go
an
play in
Irish,
traffic, Dougie.
if you are an Irish fan of D20 Live, I apologize if I have offended you.
We don't
if you're an
hate
Irish
you.
fan of D20 Live, you're probably saying, "Ah, fuck them,"
We love you anyway.
and we love you anyway. How can people do so much with a potato non-bet vodka? I didn't say that. I didn't say
That's
that.
interesting.
I didn't say that.
By the way, I'm 10% Irish. The math doesn't work on that.
So what you're saying is your great-grandfather was Irish.
Does that go down to 10%, or is it?
That's the closest I can get it to.
25. Then you half it again.
25, but that's...
So that's 12.5.
So yeah, that's... great-grandfather.
Famine, that's why. They ran out of potatoes and they couldn't make vodka because they had no potatoes. Okay, checks out. Scottish blood in me cries about Brexit while the Irish in me is rolling down the stairs.
You Irish are lovely people. I guarantee if I go to Ireland, I'll probably make about a few million friends. Be like, you fucking hate the
Rob
Irish!
is also a third Irish.
Great-great-grandfather was 3/4 Irish, lol. I'm a third Irish. You know you're Scot-Irish when when you can't always go for a drink, but you're too damn cheap to pay for it yourself. Thanks, Lord Satan.
See, this is what I mean. I wish I could forgive the Irish people for what my ex did to me, but they got too good because they have such a great sense of humor about it. It's like, I hate the Irish. Fuck you too. Damn.
Frankly, she had a thimble of Irish blood in her, and she was confusing it for a cultural identity.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say she had a thimble of Irish blood in her, and at which point she confused it for the Irish vodka.
So she's constantly drunk.
But yes, the Irish people, as I am very much sure, are lovely because by virtue of the fact that they will call me a cunt to my face for being a piece of shit.
YouTube ate my comment. Was ranting about Eureka 7.
How much I hate Holland.
Dude was the biggest douchebag in the show. And got everything he wanted. Wow.
Holland? Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
And still fucked around way too much.
Yeah.
Bangs the hottest chick in the show, gets her pregnant, and he's like, I don't know what I want to be. I have issues with my brother. Holland, shut up.
Good great this Irish vodka.
Everyone has problems right now, mostly because most people can't handle most of modern life. So I've stopped caring and I've stopped participating. But that is all I will say. That's
Rocco's modern life. But that is all I will say. She was a downright cunt. Oh, really? Nah. Oh, Finnegan.
But yeah. Oh. But no. And during the time I was dating my ex, if I can explain this, I had a lot of Irish culture shoved down me. But it wasn't Irish culture, it was pseudo-Irish culture.
Yeah.
It was like, we're going to talk about the Blarney Stone and this and that and this and that.
She fucking dyed her hair.
Yeah. And all of these things, and then I would know real Irish people, and they're like, we don't talk or act like that. We'll just call you a motherfucker to your face. So I guess I just hate fake Irish people then.
Devin has a delightful Irish friend. Lovely brogue. And, he's definitely not any of the bullshit she was.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, we share an ex.
Are we revealing that? I am not comfortable with them knowing that.
Oh, okay.
So let's move past that.
We're gonna leave that as it is.
Yeah. I've been introduced to fake Irish and heavily exposed to it for 5 years, and
shut up, Jordan. You don't have a horse in that race either.
Gross. We're not
going down.
We're not disclosing what everybody's sexual past was. No.
Please, what I had wasn't sex.
Edit this.
Stop.
Sam, go back and edit this out.
No.
No idea what the hell the plot of Eureka 7 is, and I've seen it like 3 times.
Yeah, nobody does.
Nobody does.
I will tell you what happens in Eureka 7. Nothing happens in Eureka 7. You'll just sit there and go, why am I watching Renton be a bitch for about 25 episodes? And then suddenly the last 4 episodes, everything happens. And you're like, what? Why? And then you will wonder why you spent so much time wasting your time watching this fucking thing. And you're like, but I could have spent it doing anything else. And the only thing that's good is the animation and the voice acting. And I refuse to believe anything else.
And the mech design was pretty neat.
The mech design was really nice. But just fuck everything about this fucking show. I hate it. I hate this show. Rah!
The rest of it was as if the what do you call it? The lead guy in Chart of Story and probably the mangaka originally. Yeah,
actually, the manga's not bad. It moves a lot faster.
Well, what I'm saying is the original mangaka, he had this weird obsession with sex wax, which is a board wax that you put on surfboards and snowboards. I'd rather rewatch Kill la Kill. Yeah, that's not a bad.
So how do we feel about Big O?
I've not watched Big O.
You louse! That's a line from Big O.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You louse! Large reaction if you're not watching the Big O.
I see these gifs every once in a while, and like one of the you really are a louse, Roger Smith. Yeah, that. So yeah.
So I need to watch the Big O.
Or at least give it a glance.
Because I've read the manga for it, and the problem is
shit.
the majority of the manga is about the dude with the weird teepee bandage thing going on. Like the guy with the cone head bandage. The guy whose face is all bandaged up, and there's a huge cone coming out the top of his head.
Yeah,
it's all bandaged up.
Big O, cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Yeah, also, I think we need to turn down our gain a smidge.
I have to get
or
up
we're
and
just
do it.
loud.
We are just loud.
Okay. That's fine. How's the sound quality? Are we clipping?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Do you think the Get a Robo saga should get the Dumb Man Crybaby treatment? It did. It was called Get a Robo Armageddon. Batman the Animated Series meets Giant Robo, a.k.a. Big O. Yeah. I'm very confident in my heritage, but the country has assumed that you should have more of a drinking problem if you are. Big O is a fun mech show, Mike. I'm sure it is. But it was really just the bad guy pontificating through all the manga, and that kind of put me off. But I would like to check it out properly.
It has nice design and clean, crisp animation. But I haven't exactly sat down to, go watch it. Gets a bit self-indulgent, but it's fun.
I keep hearing that.
Was it a Gynex title?
I think so.
Or what studio did that come out of?
I cannot remember. Chat, look it up.
Chat, do the work for us.
You know what the problem is? I want to find a good mech show in the 2010s, and the hottest mech show...
Toonami. Or is that...
That's the network that it broadcast on, how the production company made it. Tomatoes aside, the U.S. audience is the reason why a Big O got a second season. Yeah.
Really?
No, Studio West got it. Yeah.
Gotcha. East.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
People underestimate the value of a 90s broadcast in the U.S. for anime and what it did.
With money for Cartoon Network for season 2.
Yeah. Because it turned Gundam Wing into a phenomenon.
Oh, man. Yeah. 2010's Mecha. So, Code Geass?
Like,
now, is that pronounced geese or geass?
I don't know. Also, yes.
All the things.
But a 2010 to 2020 mecha anime, and I'm trying to find a list of some of them.
Death Note came back?
Last week, yeah, it did.
Oh, boy.
They did a bonus chapter. No, it's really good. It's stupid good. Can I explain what happens?
I haven't watched any of it, so no.
No, you don't have to know. All you have to know is that, okay. Can I spoil?
Geass. Oh, it's pronounced Geass.
Oh, Gundam Wing. But yeah, no. They did a new chapter for Death Note, and it's stupid good.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens to Light?
He's dead.
He dies at the end of Death Note, but it's not. That's not what it's about. It's 10 years after Death Note happened, right? So it basically happens right now. So this kid gets the Death Note, and Ryuk says to him, "Listen," he gives him the usual spiel. You got da. What do you want to do? And he says, "You know what? Come back in 2 years. We'll talk." What? Come back in 2 years. We'll talk, and I'll give you a ton of apples. I got a plan to make. Makes his plan. Ryuk comes back in 10 years.
Or 2 years?
Sorry, in 2 years. Says, "Who do you want to kill first?" "I'm not going to kill a single person."
Oh.
"What are you going to do?" "I'm going to sell the Death Note online." And he does.
Oh, no!
Nations get involved in a bidding war. Like, yeah, they're spoiling it. Yeah, but
Trump shows up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Different nations get involved in a bidding war for the Death Note.
Jesus.
And it eventually comes down to U.S. and China trying to get their hands on this goddamn thing, right? And he's just like, because it's clever what he does.
Yeah.
Because first, he gets Ryuk to take a piece of paper, put it on broadcast. Because if you haven't touched a Shinigami, you won't see the Shinigami. If you haven't touched a Death Note, you don't see the Shinigami, right? So a floating piece of paper is real.
Yeah.
It looks like it's legitimately floating. And it says, write hashtag Power of Kira with your bid on Twitter. Highest bidder gets the Death Note. It gets into the trillions because nations are trying to buy this thing, right?
Yeah.
The U.S. wins the bidding war.
Recent mecha shows I liked kind of are Majestic Prince and parody Space Battleship Tiramisu. I think I got the show titled right.
But yeah. So...
Never seen either of those. But go ahead.
So yeah. And eventually the betting gets to 1 trillion and L, the current L, is saying, okay, cool, we just got to figure, we can get him if we figure out how they're going to give him the money. Mm-hmm. He says, break it up so that each person with a bank account with this Japanese bank gets a percentage of it. like 1% of this trillion, or like 0.01% or something. And it ends up being like $1 million or $100 million, right?
Holy crap!
Like a stupid amount.
Just flood the Japanese economy.
And it floods the Japanese economy because both him and his mom have bank accounts under this bank, right? So he got paid, and Al's like, "Fuck, I lost." Are you okay, Sam?
No, I said I was.
You were coming along.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Fuck. It's like, fuck, I lost. I can't beat this guy. I can't catch him.
It's basically a pacifist run.
Yeah. And while this is happening, Ryuk gets brought in by the gods of Shinigami and screamed at, saying, "What did you do? What did you do? We can't. No." The Shinigami have to write a new rule in the Death Note just to stop this from happening again.
Oh no!
And the rule is, if you buy or sell a Death Note, you die. So Trump, well, it's not Trump, but the American president says, "Okay, I refuse the Death Note. I'll claim that America has it, and I'll be seen as a great hero for never using the Death Note."
Okay.
Right? No one tells the kid that, and he bites it.
Oh no!
And I'm like, no, he won! He got the system down! He beat everybody!
Well, at least his mom got a double payout.
She did. But it sucks that he died, because he didn't kill anybody. He cheated the system and won.
Yeah.
He didn't kill anybody, he gave it to a world power.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. Evidently.
Yeah.
Because then it would have reverted back to Ryuk, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it does revert back to Ryuk and all the usual stuff. You haven't achieved anything unless you've had a law sign made to wag its finger at something you did.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love this character so much because he's played everybody. He had this all worked out. How do I not get caught? Because Ryuk delivers the Death Note, so no one will catch him.
Yeah.
Ryuk travels underground, so no one who's ever touched a Death Note can see him.
Yeah.
It's all done, and it pays out to everybody. It's so good.
Let's not forget Trigun and Cowboy Bebop also got movies because of how popular they were in the West, but weren't in Japan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I do enjoy the Trigun movie. That was...
Badlands Rumble?
What?
Badlands Rumble?
Sorry, no, the Cowboy Bebop movie.
Yeah.
That was a beautifully animated piece. And I believe I've seen the Trigun ones.
There's only one Trigun movie, and that's called Badlands Rumble. It's not great.
That's what happens when you try to write a movie, but you can't find a place to put the movie in.
But yeah, also this thing is free. You can read the new Death Note one-shot online in English right now.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like completely free to read, because it's only one chapter.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just, every page I read, I'm like, son of a bitch. I was like, I would never think of this move. This is a brilliant move.
Yeah, pacifist run where you still lose at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I love it. And he got everybody. He beat everybody in like one chapter. And now everyone's doing these memes of the Virgin Kira, the Chad, this guy. Dies crying like a girl, dies covered in money, because he's taking money out when he bites it, right? The new Kira.
I've waited for approval because you said goddamn. What?
Oh.
Shut up, Jordan. I don't know what the hell you mean. Trigun Badlands Rumble is okay. It feels like an episode of the show. So it's the...
highest praise I can give it.
Yeah. Badlands Rumble, it was trash. Ooh. Differing views. What's up?
I just needed it to be brighter because it was bugging.
Oh, I see. Trump should have been impeached. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Try to keep politics out of it.
You know what? Tipsler has a right to feel that way.
True, but we don't have to talk about it.
We're not going to go into it because I'm not going to comment on the American political system. I do not approve of the American presidency and the way it's conducted itself, obviously.
Also,
because I am awake.
Yeah. Also, Rob Hagen, what was that? War Games was a fantastic movie. The only way to win is not to play.
I'm going to start reviewing these. I'm going to start reviewing these parts.
Yeah, Jordan. I figured it'd be flagged by the filter. That wasn't about you, Dave.
I won tickets to Badlands Rumble. It's a fun movie.
One off popcorn western sci-fi. Yeah, about right. Gonna steer away from that. Yep. I can't imagine War Games working well if it was remade now. Well, you know they would make this giant fucking blue highlighted, spiky as goddamn hell supercomputer in a satellite.
Holographs.
Yeah, holographs and all that shit. Holograms.
The kid would hack it on his phone somehow.
Yeah. and then he starts playing like fucking StarCraft against it.
To prove that there's no way to win is not to play.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Yeah. It's a good lesson for a lot of things. Yeah. Ironically, I don't care much for the Bebop movie. That's fine. Sorry, I had to go off. Get that off my chest. Cool.
That's fine, Tipsy. We're not going to judge you for hating the American president. You can hate any president or ruler of your nation you want.
It's not bad overall, but way too long. Yeah.
They made a sequel to War Games in the 2000s.
Oh yeah, I think I saw like 15 minutes of that, and then I just kind of died inside and changed the channel.
Really?
I have to look it up again, but it doesn't beat. It can't beat Matthew Broderick.
Is Matthew Broderick in it?
Yes.
In the sequel War Games?
No.
I know he's in the first. I know he's in the original one.
Yeah. The plot feels like it was written as a two-parter episode, but it was padded to feature length. Right. I don't know what that one's about.
I think it might be for either Cowboy Bebop or Trigon Battle.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. If you want a real-life heart attack, look up Able Archer 83. Sometime we almost nuclear warred ourselves. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, War Games 2: The Dead Code. I'll look that up. I think I remember it being like a one-set production. Yeah. Remember how the sequel to it was the sequel to Starship Troopers was a one-set production. It was, and they couldn't even afford squibs for the guns. They had flashing lights. Is it a beep, 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 beep? And I'm like, oh no, that's so bad.
I actually met the dude who was played Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers. He's nice.
Yeah.
He's legitimately chill. Because I was at a Calgary Comic-Con, at the Calgary Comic Convention, performing as the 404, and I was in the parade as Ghost Rider. And if you look at the pictures of that parade where John Barrowman and the rest of the Torchwood cast are going around, you'll see a guy in a full Ghost Rider fatigue behind him who's 6'4". Hi, that's me. He mooned me, and I didn't have my glasses on to appreciate all of it. Lovely gentleman, though. But as I was running, I had to take my mask off, and I ran to the bathroom. And he's like, the gentleman who plays Johnny Rico was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, gotta hit the head. All right, have fun. See ya." I ran, went to the bathroom, came back. He's like, "You're fast. Thank you." And I bolted. And he saw me later on in the convention because we were both going in the back way. He's like, "Bathroom guy, how you doing, Rico? Fair enough."
Oh wow! Everyone remembers War Games, but who remembers Real Genius with a young Val Kilmer?
I don't.
I don't.
I'm trying to decide if I should start this or not, but I only have.
You have half an hour.
I have half an hour.
I really enjoyed.
No, leave it for now.
How you got to go into fucking NORAD with War Games. I was talking about the Bebop movie today. Okay, cool. Yes. Same for Vin Diesel's The Last Witch Hunter. It felt like a TV pilot. I really wish they made a TV show off of it. Yeah. Classic This Is God. Kent.
Aliens Private Vasquez is also in The Terminator. Yep. She plays John Connor's mom.
I have linked War Games TV Tropes page on Discord.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, War Games was classic. It had those old tan or light gray computers in it with the monochrome green screens and with a really clicky-clacky mechanical keyboards. Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, you got a dot matrix printer. Most people don't know what the hell those are. Real Genius also has a certain Dickless Wonder as the baddie?
I think that's a reference to Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is true, sir. This man has no penis.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. All right, you're starting to win me over here. If I'm gonna find real genius, but what are some other ones? But yeah, there are, as far as I know, there are only 2 good tank movies. Bringing it around to tanks. One is Kelly's Heroes.
Uh-huh. Well, that's because that's a great heist movie.
It had a tank
with tanks in it.
Yeah, and Fury.
Ah.
And I'm not sure if that qualifies as good. You mean Terminator 2? Real Genius also had yep. Self-realization. I was thinking of the immortal words of Socrates when he said, "I drank what?" A line said by Val Kilmer's character, and what? Ugh.
Do you just need to see this movie now?
Maybe. It's a good one, an underrated classic of the 80s, of course. Ghostbusters happens to be on TV right now. Yep.
Were you aware of the Alien TTRPG that came out a few months ago? I was. I am not. I have not checked it out yet.
Did you know there's an Expanse TTRPG?
Yeah. Made by Gree Ronin. Made because they couldn't get the license to Mass Effect.
Oh, muffin. But
no, literally, Chris Paramus was when talking about this because he was talking about this on his Twitter, and he was like, "I get 10."
Sorry, I keep wondering why Broderick character has a 70s computer in the mid-80s. He should have had a C64 or an Atari 8-bit.
That is the curve upon which Hollywood production goes.
They can only afford an old one.
Yeah. But, so what happened, so Chris Paramus was talking about like how he was tired of people asking him to make a Mass Effect RPG. Right? Because he made a Dragon Age RPG. But apparently they can't get the rights to the license. So why don't you guys just shut up and buy the Expanse RPG? I'm like, it's not the same thing at all, but good for you for mentioning it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take over this.
Nope, I was just hunting my drink. Mac wants the flamethrower. Mac wants the what?
What's that a reference to?
I have no idea.
Okay. How's your Mex coming, babe? How are you, boys?
Hang on.
What am I hanging on for?
Just give me 1 second. I'm
okay.
almost done.
Back to chat.
All right. Oh, The Thing. I have not seen The Thing.
Neither have I, really.
Sam has.
Is that the one based in Antarctica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A remake of the original Thing, done by David.
Ta-da!
Ah, she was that close. Avoid the recent prequel.
The Thing? Okay.
The Thing had a prequel?
You see The Thing, it's good.
This one's Furyu, this one's Ryu, right?
Henshin!
Yeah. Ryu.
Because Fu, Wind, Rai.
Yeah.
No, I mean the original thing.
Okay.
John Carpenter.
These are his other hands.
John Carpenter's The Thing, director.
Oh, okay. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
Rather than, why did I confuse that with, what's it face? John something, something of Mars?
You mean John Carter of Mars?
Yes.
That's
Carpenter, Carter.
Yeah.
You see why I got confused.
Yes.
So
I don't know why, but
Things prequel came out in 2011.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that one done. Now I gotta combine them.
Stars Kirk Russell. Isn't that Kurt Russell?
Oh, man. I'm tired.
I believe Kirk was a starship captain.
No, it's Kurt Russell.
Speaking of... Tone it down! Speaking of massacres, shall we pour
one out for BioWare since our dead? Well, yeah. I'm eating and writing.
Yeah.
The 50s version of The Thing from Another World, 80s Thing is good. Avoid the prequel, also called The Thing. Okay. Jesus. I heard there's a comic for it, too.
I do have to sit down and watch the original... it has Pennywise the Clown in it. It and the new It.
Yeah.
Because that one has Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Stranger Things fame. Yeah. Okay. Expanse used the same basic engine as Dragon Age. Oh, does it use the age system?
Yeah. The only difference between modern and fantasy age is the existence of classics. Okay.
It annoys me that John Carter of Mars got its name shortened to John Carter when Disney released the film a few years back. Yeah, well, they also tried to make John Carter the new Star Wars. They crammed so much highfalutin sci-fi in that. It could have been 3 movies, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember why because they got rid of John Carter because there was a big myth that if you put titles that are set on Mars movies that are set on Mars do not do well.
Yeah.
So
Tell that to the Martian.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Oh man, someone just filed a trademark for the name Kamen Rider here in the States, so lends credence to the rumors that I've been hearing about Toei giving Shout Factory the rights to Rider in the West.
That'd be a smart group to get the money.
Interesting. You think after you think after Andromeda, EA would have be more open, releasing a product restoring a bit of the goodwill that the fans owe.
Titanfall 2.
That's probably why.
Ultima
Titanfall 2 was amazing.
Sorry, the Titanfall franchise, Ultima 9. Let's see here. How many other times has EA killed something?
Hey, Titanfall 2 was amazing.
Yeah, but they killed them afterwards.
Well, yeah, it didn't have anything afterwards.
Don't forget to not watch the 1980s The Blob. I saw that in school.
Oh my God.
In religion class.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like the teacher was just doing it to give us a reason to watch a bad movie. Because I remember this, because it was back when you could still rent VHS tapes from Rogers and Jumbo Video and shit like that here in Canada. And he said to me, Mike, do you live... He came up to me and says, Mike, I need to ask you for something special for religion class. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you need me to do? And he said, I need you to go find the 1980s version of The Blob on VHS and check it out for me. I'm like, okay. And he did.
Oh,
and I did. And he showed it in class just so we could watch the one scene where the girl crashes into... The girl tries to kill the Blob and says, take this, you son of a bitch. And falls over and gets stuck under the car after. And
she's dead.
And he tried to segue this into being a conversation about religion. And I'm like, okay.
Really?
Looking back on it. Yes, religion class.
Well, as long as it isn't Ghosts of Mars.
Mars Needs Moms.
Oh, Ghosts of Mars was so bad. Oh, I don't want to speak ill of Ice-T, but then again, he also doesn't have exactly a starred film history.
What are you talking about? Ice-T's got great films like
Tank Girl.
Oh, that was Ice-T. I'm thinking of Ice Cube. Ice Cube's been in good movies. Oh, Ice-T's been in nothing.
Oh dear.
Ice-T's been in nothing good. He's stuck in Law and Order SVU because that's the best production he's ever been in.
It's probably the most credibility he has as an actor in SVU.
Yeah, that's depressing. Law and Order SVU is terrible.
I'm going to be on my way, see you on the Discord next week. Night, Rusty! Get actual sleep. Religion class, most of the problems with John Carter leads back to Disney set and did nothing wrong
with the film. Because the priest at the end, he goes from
really
pacifist to apocalyptic preacher at the end. I don't think so. I think it was a metaphor about something.
Which one? The Blob?
Yeah, he was trying to make a point with the Blob and fear.
It's actually good. SVU, Ghosts of Mars is good riffing material. Yes, it is. It's one of those bad movies you got to watch with friends. Maybe around drinks, maybe around food, maybe around comedians. So,
I will never forget the one time I tried to convince the 404s to try and do riffing as a group. And we got so close to doing it, but we stopped because of one reason and one reason only. The first thing we tried to riff was an episode of Adventure Time, and we shut down during it, and we couldn't keep watching it, thinking this show's never going to go anywhere. And I'm like,
it went.
And I was like, guys, we need to keep making fun of this show. We could be a real thing that we do, and they never picked it back up. Also, don't forget to watch In the Mouth of Madness. Tried.
Never heard of it.
No, it's. There are people that really, really, really love that movie, but it is very, very, very depressing. Imagine a movie where the main character is allowed to dick around for a good 2 hours and be constantly told by the absolute force of the universe, you cannot beat me. only to find out, no, he can't. And everything he does to stop it means nothing.
Huh. The kids have this new drug, snorting melted transformers, called Optimus Primal. Ooh.
Are you having connection issues? We're not. Everything froze in loaf mode. Oh, do we have a freezing moment?
Where do we see dropped
frames?
Is it in OBS? Here you go. Because I don't see...
We lost 0.5 drop frames.
We're dropping frames a lot.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, because it's going up.
Oh, jeez. That's no good.
Alright, and I'm not sure why we're dropping frames. It just could be the fact that OBS has decided to fuck off today.
Yeah.
It could be the fact that we have a million posts open. It
could be the fact that we have Discord open.
It could be the fact that we have Discord open. It could be any number of reasons.
Are we still dropping? I think we stopped.
We plateaued? We've plateaued.
I think we plateaued.
1794?
Yeah.
0.6%? Maybe something was running in the background.
Probably.
Sorry about that, guys.
Do you read Stutter Crane? Fuck Stutter Crane.
Could you pass the mouse back? Thank you. Gonna go back a few posts.
What would you think of a Marvel-produced Conan film now that Marvel required the rights? The character has recently teamed up with the Avengers against the Asgard, against the goddess Nyx.
Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah.
Really?
The problem is, the Conan Barbarian movie we all thought we want was made with Jason Momoa, and no one liked it.
I did.
Oh, you like that movie?
He got to bone a witch.
Fair enough. The Conan movie I want to see is the one I've been promised would happen, is Conan the King, the supposed third movie that we've all been promised.
Oh, yeah.
Where we find out...
fucking dig Arnie out of retirement, though.
Yeah. Where it's like the one movie Schwarzenegger's wanted to make for years. He wants to do that third movie where you find out why Arnold is troubled living as a king.
Why he lives with a troubled brow.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Now, fun fact, if you know your movie lore, the movie Kull the Conqueror with...
Kull the Conqueror.
With...
who the fuck was in that?
The guy who played Hercules on the TV show.
Sorbo?
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
Really?
That movie is a supposed draft of how that trilogy was supposed to end.
We're back to normal on Terror of Death's end. Never had an issue between Twitch happening. So, still going back. Shout out to Dead Space, Command & Conquer, Ultima, Wing Commander,
Mercenaries, Burnout, and the list keeps going, yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of good ones in there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dead Space 3. God, that had a lot of love behind it.
Dang okay, take care when I feel okay to be on, and then some funky...
Take it easy, John.
Alright, feel better. OBS. Things seem fine now. You're better now. Man, a lot of stuff.
Sorbo, Kevin Sorbo, yeah. Everyone's telling me it's Sorbo, and I already
King
got
Sorbs.
But yeah, that...
He does a lot of religious movies now.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh. Did you know that there is a Christian dedicated streaming service called Pureflix?
I believe that.
Yeah, he's on there a lot. Yeah. Cole is also Robert E. Howard character.
Yeah, because they had the rights, if I'm remembering this right, and please correct me if I don't have it right. The idea was that they had the rights to Conan and Kull. They had the rights to all of Robert E.'s characters. They couldn't get it together to make the Arnold third film. So they said, screw it, we'll take that draft treatment and make Kull the Conqueror. Which, if you watch that movie, it makes a lot more sense imagining Conan suddenly getting a crown, being like, no, it'll be Conan. Because in Kull, it's like, why do we want this one random fucking barbarian?
Yeah, because we're
one random fucking barbarian. It's like, oh, it's Conan. And then Conan fucks around, screws a witch. Kull fucks around, screws a witch who's evil.
Yep.
Which sounds like what something Conan would do. And...
Oh, by the way, Lord Sathian, Kevin Sorbo was only in the first one. Because he died at the end of it.
Yeah, Brad Jones hates them. They DMC his videos a lot. Not Brad Jones. No. Brad Jones is unduly suffering. No. Babe, are the legs the right way?
No, they're not.
Brad Jones sounds like the personification of, what do you call it, Grumpy Cat. And that's even funnier because he actually reviewed the Grumpy Cat movie.
Well, someone had to.
It was voiced by, what's her name from...
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, yeah. Oh. And that was like, no, Banks had that was going to mention the Pure Flicks, yeah. That's all right.
You see, that movie should have been her, the actress, stealing Grumpy Cat and just going on adventures with Grumpy Cat and being like, this cat is my spirit animal. She just runs off with it. And she just gets into shit with this cat. And the cat's just like, what do you think, cat? You understand me better than everybody.
That would have been way better.
That would have been an amazing movie.
You just steal a cat.
She just steals this cat. She gives it back to their owners. Like, you know the cat just has a weird dwarfism thing, right? This cat is my totem. I'll come back for you, cat.
Oh, on June 2019, Jill Soloway signed on to write, direct, and produce Red Sonja.
Ooh. Okay.
Because we all know
that premise is not fucked up in any way.
We all know that in the original 80s Red Sonja, there was a Conan.
But not Conan.
It's unspoken that it is Conan.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's running from the law.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's also a prince.
His name.
Yeah. Oh.
That's my theory. He's running from some bad business.
Didn't realize Brad was person non grata at D20 Live. He's not. He didn't do anything to us. It's just, I have more than a few friends. I guess, can I call them friends? People I know who dealt with him and the whole Channel Awesome debacle. And they're all just like, Brad.
You can call him friend.
Oh yeah, Tom. And they've all kind of said,
he's a friend.
Yeah, Tom is a friend. And they've all kind of just said, yeah, Brad's head's up his ass.
I'm pretty sure Linkar is also a friend of yours now.
That's his.
For as long as
I don't want to make that claim. If Linkar is happy to say yes, Mike is a friend of mine, then yes. I don't, because I'm very paranoid about saying who is and who is not my friend, whom I've performed with.
You're my friend.
Oh, I know that. Yeah. I know I have your friendship because I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm friends with Laura D'Souza. I'm friends with Spike Spencer. It's like, no, I see these guys at cons and we get along well. It's a very different thing.
Oh, let's not forget the CG Beowulf movie. In many ways, I
liked that movie.
Well,
I did.
I enjoyed the CG Beowulf.
I did,
but that is not Conan the Barbarian. No. That is the epic of Beowulf.
Yeah.
Versus
greatly changed from its original source material.
Yeah. Running around and there's always convenient things blocking the fact that his dick is hanging out. That was well shot. Brad hangs out with Doug.
By the woods. Yeah. He rolls with Doug. The problem was, as I understand it with Brad, he very openly declared for Doug, and there was a lot of hate that got spewed at his way. Not justifiably. And he turned around and said, and kind of went really against that kind of demographic of people. And he kind of cast a big net on, all of you people suck, rather than saying, this abuse is stupid, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right? And he threw in with Doug because he owed Doug a lot, which is a fair argument, really. And I'm sure there's more to it than that, and everything I keep seeing. It looks blue on the screen. I know. I don't know why.
It's because the
It does look blue on the screen.
But yeah,
we need to white balance that camera. Anyway, got a sheet. Well, we also have to color correct the ceiling lights. Yeah.
You happy?
Yes.
But yeah, and that's all I know. And since then, there's a lot of documented instances where Brad has openly lashed out online about some of the things he sees being done. And people have said, no, Brad, it's not like that. And other people have just kind of written him off. So that's how I understand it.
Who's the other?
No, I'm sorry. Here's the thing I do remember that was a legitimately shitty thing he did. He started putting his shit up on Pornhub,
Oh, right. And he didn't tell the female...
and a lot of his old collaborators, he put everything up on Pornhub, including his old collaborations, and a lot of people said, we don't want to be on Pornhub, don't put it on Pornhub.
Sam, look what Lord Sathian said. Mech looks great, Sam.
Thank you.
But yeah, that was the legitimately shitty thing he did, and it took me a minute to remember it.
Who's the guy who he was part of Channel Awesome. He was I'm narrowing it down. He was a music he wrote music.
Are you talking about Todd in the Shadows?
No, wrote music.
Todd in the Shadows didn't write music.
He reviewed music.
Are you talking about... Oh, Christ.
Brental Floss. Was he?
Brental Floss wasn't part... I guess he did collaboration.
Yeah, he did collaborate, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I met Brent Floss.
Not a fan.
Really? You don't like him?
No. No. He's a right bastard.
Okay.
But that's just me.
He's friends with friends.
Yeah, well...
fair enough. You don't have to like him.
You can be friends with him. I don't have to.
Well, it was funny because I was hanging out with him during some of the test run of Use Your Words, and he was like, "Oh, I know this guy. You got your mushrooms?" I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit! I'm so sorry. You look like another guy who was at one of the earlier parties I was at. You're the 404s guy. Yeah. You don't do... No. I am so sorry. I own you now."
Would someone explain to me the concept of the Wold Newton universe?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Move on.
Terror of Death. Try that spelling again?
Yeah, try that. Run that through a Google editor. I feel comments from my screen. Mech looks great. Oh dear, I didn't hear about Brad doing that, Mike. Yeah, if I am right, please double check your sources as always, because I am a terrible place for sources. Babe, that happened, right? Brad Jones.
I don't remember.
Okay. You're not listening to the drama. You're in the giant robot zone.
My back just went out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Is there anything we could do?
Please massage it. No, right down here. Ugh.
Can someone please explain to me the concept of the Wold Newton universe, please?
No,
because we don't know. I'd never heard of it.
I'm just saying no. No.
What, you know of it?
No, I'm just saying no.
Well, I don't know of it, so... post a link in Discord to the wiki?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
That's all I can say, because I have no idea what it... Like, I know Newtonian physics universes. That's where, something travels in a direction that keeps traveling in that direction, and you have to put a lot of work in a changing direction. That's just me. The Expanse works in that universe.
Yeah. How you doing, babe? Does this help?
The shuttle worked in that universe.
Jesus,
dude. Holy crap. So, yeah.
May I see Geki?
Yeah.
Oh no, Save Sam's back.
Oh, he looks good, babe.
Yeah.
Are you going to put them side by side and take photos?
Yes.
Sam is a broken woman.
I am a broken woman.
Did I hit it? Am I hitting it? Found it. Found it.
And now you can see Mike's waterboard Sam.
What's wrong with
hands.
What's wrong with you?
You can switch over the camera so that way he can talk so you can see
swap
us.
it. Okay.
Because he's like, you're the one who's got it, babe.
Sorry. I need it flopped to here.
No, it can still do it from over there. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Babe,
Oh.
that one.
Ah,
Hey.
see? Took you a couple tries, too.
Because it was the wrong button.
It's the right thing. Conan is not in public domain yet. Yeah. Can't wait till it is, because then I'll make a Conan story.
With blackjack and hookers.
There will be hookers, yes. There will be. Not gonna lie, Conan will... And then Conan got laid will be every other sentence.
Lovecraft is public domain, yeah. And he was also a wild racist. So, there you go.
Yes, he was.
Although, I do want to go see Color Out of Space.
I'm good. I'm not a
Byron saw that along with...
his buddy Tom.
Yeah. So, I do want to take a look at that.
You having fun?
I'm going to have to look through the Delta Green books to see if they have anything Color Out of Space, because I remember hearing something about it.
Here's my thing. I'm scared that if I go back to H.P. Lovecraft's world, I'm going to turn it into a fucking high comedy. Because if I do color out of space, it's like, what is a color out of space? Purplish green.
It's pink purple.
Pink purple, you know.
Pink purple with
Fuchsia. It's fuchsia.
Fuchsia. Yeah.
It's fuchsia. Why is it screwing with the farmer? Well, he is very racist.
Wanted to see color out of space, but it was only.
Do you know the story behind Color Out of Space? Like that particular short story? Okay, so a meteorite hits a farm.
Okay.
A farm near the well. Mm-hmm. And scientists come to it. And they're like, okay, cool. So this meteor's doing some weird stuff. Like when we chip it off, a part disappears. And sometimes inside it, we see mysterious colors from a different... that cannot be understood by man. Which is a reference, yes, to Shakespeare Sunrise. Those lovely people. That's a YouTube channel. But yeah, so they keep trying to chip these things off, but the samples keep disappearing, and these colors keep bleeding out. Conversely, the well is constantly producing these colors, and people say to them, so why don't you move? This question is never answered.
Sounds about right.
Damn it.
All right, so
Put the sticker on.
I figured out a way for you guys to play D&D 4th Ed. Just play 13th Age. It is what Pathfinder is, the 3rd edition. Okay. Heliotrope. I don't know what that means.
Supposedly it somehow combines every pulp fiction characters from the 1700s to about the 1950s. No, do it, Mike. Comedic Lovecraftian follies. You see, I would do that because I found out about Fate of Cthulhu. Do you know the story behind Fate of Cthulhu?
No.
Okay, Fate of Cthulhu, the idea is the Cthulhu apocalypse happened. Mm-hmm. You and a group of your friends travel back in time to stop it.
Oh, geez. Cthulhu rose from Relay?
Yeah, it happened.
Oh, no!
Yeah, and like a few people on our Discord hate it, but I'm like, this is a boundless comedic opportunity to me. Because I'm just going to say, you're all traveling back in time to stop the world, save the world from a Cthulhu apocalypse. Overly sarcastic productions. Thank you, Lord Zathian. But yeah, so and I would have you guys just be like, so guys, remember, you are time travelers from the future. I need you all to break down when you find random things out in the wild, like Twinkies or statues. Just scream, no! And however, because you're all kind of desensitized to the Cthulhu mythos,
yeah.
When people are like, it's a mysterious color that we can't understand. I think it looks like fuchsia.
No, not a broken and fallen over statue of Robert E. Lee. No! Wait a second.
Wait, hang on.
They lost that war.
Yeah, they did.
Good riddance.
It is answered, Mike. The color kills their willpower to leave. My mistake.
Oh, neat.
Even with time travel, how does one stop Cthulhu? I don't know. That's why it would be a comedy. That's the only way I could do that successfully, because it's just a pack of jackasses with no hope traveling back in time, and they somehow stop Cthulhu.
Oh, Jesus. By somehow stopping waking up. You make waking up unappealing. You make it really cold outside of his sheets.
Oh. No, you just start singing "Wake Me Up Before You Go," at which point he's just like, "Fuck no!"
I'm going back to sleep. Guys, we just need to play annoying music. Everyone wants to go back to sleep. No, we drift outside his house.
We're the police!
Fuck you, we're the police!
Like, it has to be the most jackassy, stupid way possible to stop Cthulhu.
Basically, it's a Bill and Ted movie. Yes!
Yeah. It's like, so you guys... So why did these jackasses get sent back in time? They were all we had left. But what if they succeed? Oh, no. Lovecraft wrote another story that explains the way a vampire's ability with the newfound technology of refrigerators. They stopped Cthulhu, but they're now his roommates. But yeah, they're in no way freaked out about any of the new stuff. They have no negative aversion to racism at all, right? So that's their appeal. But they're jackasses. So it's like, we don't understand the science of a refrigerator. Cool, I'm going to shove this fucking vampire in it. Go in there, you asshole!
Oh, man. I got a way to keep Cthulhu asleep forever. Here's what you do. You make it really cold in his room. Then you throw a really heavy quilt over top of him. He will not want to leave that bed.
You put a weighted blanket on him. He's like,
Oh, my only weakness, comfort. See? We beat Cthulhu.
Yeah. It'd have to be the stupidest goddamn game of all time.
Yep. Now,
because everyone's like, how do you do it? How could you do it, Mike? How could you do it? And I'll turn around and be like, guys, I'll make it a comedy. And everyone turns around and goes, okay, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. If you make it a comedy, we can't really stop that.
Wait, you mean to tell me there are colors we can't see? Lovecraft's response to the UV spectrum.
Yeah.
These play memes music to stuff Cthulhu. Yeah.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark,
shut up! Oh, here's a question.
Yeah.
It plays on the can God make a rock so big he can't lift it? Can you make can Cthulhu make a weighted blanket so heavy he can't crawl out from under it?
No,
Trapped.
No, we go to that. I was just like, hang on, guys. Can God make a thing so heavy he can't climb out of it? Well, he's under a mountain. What if we just blow up the mountain? They just load it with dynamite and it collapses. Like, yeah, I think that problem worked itself out.
Oh God, it's in my. I fell on my keys.
Yeah, make all the characters minorities and tell them to get the culture wrong, so they all dress from the wrong decade, like they're wearing 80s sneakers and they go to the 1920s. Hi guys, I'm fresh.
I'm hip and cool and happening with the kids.
Things are groovy.
So basically, it's that Steve Buscemi movie that he's not that for that meme. Where
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah. Like that time I infiltrated a high school. What's up, fellow kids?
What's up, fellow children?
How do you do, my fellow civilians?
Like humans?
Oh yes, Jesus is spiffy. He does the T-pose.
He T-poses all up on that bitch.
Jesus is with you. T-pose. And they just don't get anything.
Yep.
Right? Because the religions are all gone because the Cthulhu want.
Just imagine Call of Cthulhu came where that song is the call. Sorry. No.
Excuse me, yeah.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. It's 5:01 though. We're done.
All right. Well.
How you doing, babe? Are you done?
Yeah, I just have a bunch of extra parts that go into sprues that aren't all together, which is annoying.
Oh no!
So now I have a bunch of sprues that are all extra parts, and I'm annoyed.
Shit, son.
But yeah, no, that is exactly how I would do. If I ever went back to Call of Cthulhu, I would play Cthulhu, and I would say to them, you are all the worst time travelers in the world.
So
Get
yes.
culture wrong.
Let's show off our work.
Mine's packed away.
Could you switch cameras?
Sure. Oh, sorry. Let me turn this. I know, I'm getting it. Uno.
All right, so I was just basically doing a dry fitting of the tank today to see how it all went together and a strategy to in building. The thing comes with nylon plugs that you can put on the axles so that this thing can actually roll around on the treads properly. So, Sam, show off your work. The power of destruction and creation in each hand.
Well, to be fair,
He does have a cement mixer.
yeah. There's also a bunch of like parts that go along with it. It's like they're extra parts, I think, in case you lose some. Because this is definitely a duplication of this part, which just kind of clips onto his thing over here.
Okay.
So it's a lot of extra parts that I appreciate that they have, but I wish that they were all on the same fucking sprue.
Yeah.
Right? Or at least like on the same, because like look, there's only one on, like there's two on this one and two on this one, and I'm like, why couldn't they have been on the same one and make my life infinitely easier rather than have 50 million sprues that only have one or two pieces on them? So
welcome to the world of flammables.
So I may at some point have to figure out how to put all the extra parts somewhere and then maybe like label them all or something. But for now, because I have these things which are the extra parts if I want to combine, like because they cross combine, right?
Yeah.
So I have the extra parts in case they want to cross combine, no problem. And I have Ryrie use extra hands because he
does kung fu.
He does kung fu and electric and stuff, and this is the extra parts from that thing. So I will just have to get little baggies.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't know that the crew escape hatch was accessible by all crew. I thought it was just like either the driver or the turret crew. But hey, so this is a.
I have an entire cigar box of components / gears for my mech figurines.
Yep.
To be fair, I do have the other box, which is the symmetrical docking box. So.
Don't say that. It's too suggestive.
May I see your thing? Again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, but otherwise I think we're done for today.
Yep.
We will see you all next week at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for the Gundam game.
Yeah.
I hope everyone comes out to enjoy it because it will be a lot of fun. I am, of course, Big Mike.
Sandra Production.
And I'm Dave.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.